is the final game of championship weekend, the 2 weekends of championship football. And we're going to end things with the 3A championship game between Salem and Bismarck. Hello, for one, I'm RJ Hawk, along with Wes Moore for tonight's contest. And Wes, save the best for last, right, with the 3A game. And you've got two really outstanding teams between Bismarck and with Salem. You know, really looking forward to this matchup.
Bismarck just red hot all season, 13-0. Making history for school. Got a chance to win their first state championship. It has just been a year for the history books for them. And then Salem off to a kind of a rough start, lost a couple of games in non-conference, lost a conference game. They've won 9 in a row, and they're playing excellent football right now. Yeah,
that'll be a lot of fun. You know, we've had weather all day today here at War Memorial Stadium. It was raining really hard earlier, and we had a good game in the first half anyways between Arkadelphia and that 4A state title game, and Elkins just ran out of gas there in the latter part of that ball game.
Arkadelphia defense was the story of the game. They were all over the quarterback. They had 4 interceptions, 2 interceptions from Braden Wagner. He was the MVP of the state championship game. And then it was the big play for the Arkadelphia Badgers. They had 3 touchdowns over 50 yards, and then they finished it off with the big lineman rumbling in for the touchdown. Arkadelphia wins this one 28-0. Just great defensive game. Loved watching their defense play. The conditions were tough, but the defense made all the heads-up plays.
They really did, and there they are holding that 4A state championship trophy. They'll be taking it back to Clark County for another win in the win column. Well, the fans are starting to make their way in here at War Memorial Stadium. Got a good crowd for the 3A state title game between Salem and Bismarck. It's coming up next. We'll break down both these teams as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
At the new Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, we're dedicated to providing Arkansans with a brighter future they deserve.
Thanks to UAMS Health, I am dancing through life.
How often can you give a gift to your friends and neighbors, to your community, even to the whole state, and give one to yourself at the very same time? Today you can. When you donate to Arkansas PBS, your gift serves the community through media that educates, entertains, and inspires. From kindness to creativity, from news to nature, from history to mystery, there is so much to discover at Arkansas PBS, but we can't do it without you. Please make your tax-deductible gift before December 31st and help us to keep good going. Your gift will impact generations to come. Please go to myarpbs.org/donate and make your gift today. And from all of us at Arkansas PBS, happy holidays.
Our gratitude for you never takes a holiday. That's because your support makes good things happen here at Arkansas PBS all year long, every single day. We saw the smiles and laughter of Family Day, the exhilaration of watching high school athletes and scholars achieve greatness, the thrill and romance of your favorite dramas, the comfort of trusted news and high-quality children's educational programming. All of these things we've done together with you. So from all of us at Arkansas PBS and the Arkansas PBS Foundation, thank you for another amazing year. Happy holidays and best wishes for joy and peace in the new year to come.
Join the ranks of corporate sponsors and business partners at Arkansas PBS. Your support will shine a light on your business with recognition on air and at major community events like Family Day. Plus, our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your company while making a meaningful impact on lifelong learning. Partner with Arkansas PBS to build a brighter future for our state.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
I'm
hoping to open a little window into Arthur's mind.
He asked me to investigate a suspicious death, but given that he's now also died in suspicious circumstances, it's an odd coincidence, don't you think?
A power outage on the island is caused by an electrocution.
Death would have been instantaneous.
The victim was stealing electricity, but Neville has a question.
Why wasn't he wearing his insulation gloves?
Only on Arkansas PBS. This month in Passport on the PBS app.
We have these goals of going to Mars. Not everyone's thinking about actually living there.
This is Canada, where dramatic landscapes are home to equally dramatic survival stories.
This is the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, an Alaskan sanctuary bursting with life.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
Back here at War Memorial Stadium, getting you set for tonight's 3A championship game between Salem and Bismarck as captains are about to make their way onto the field. Let's go ahead and take a look at how both these teams got here, Wes. The Salem Greyhounds, we'll start with them first.
Yeah, Salem just rolled all over Westport, 46-7 in the first round of the playoffs. Good win against Prescott. Prescott beat Salem earlier in the season. Salem gets a little revenge in the second round. Then they beat Rivercrest 50-18. You're seeing their defense. Their defense stepped up big for Salem in the playoffs, holding some explosive teams to low points. Mansfield, a conference champion, hold them to 20 points. They beat them 38-20 to get to War Memorial Stadium.
Well, the player to watch out for tonight for the Salem Greyhounds is their running back. He is a heck of a player. Caden Brink, West, over 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns. 201 carries this year.
Yeah, if he gets over 1,500 yards tonight, I think they win the game. That's going to be a big part of their offense. Caden Brink has been huge for them. 17 touchdowns on the ground this season. Take a good look at number 5. You're going to see a lot of him tonight.
Well, what are some keys for Salem in this game?
Well, first of all, Salem's got to be able to run the ball. That's what they do, right? Their ball control. They like to keep their defense off the field. Limit the number of possessions Bismarck's going to have offensively, so just control that clock. And then when Bismarck has the ball, stop the Keithleys. They're going to keep an eye on them. We're going to talk more about the Keithleys in just a few minutes, but that's what makes Bismarck go, Ben and Cade Keithley.
Well, let's look at those Bismarck Lions who come in 13-0 on the season. And Wes, they had a good bracket to get here as well.
Yeah, they got the first round bye. Then they take care of Atkins 55-14. Then they had no problems with Osceola winning 28-17. You see their defense doing a good job. Fordyce 49-12.
That was a surprise.
Not so much winning, but beating Fordyce by 37 points. And now they're looking to go 14-0. And win a state championship for the first time.
Well, normally we only do one player to watch, right? But when you look at this Bismarck team, they've got two brothers in Cade and Ben Keithley that are just playmakers for this team.
Ben, the quarterback, he's thrown for about 1,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's also ran the ball for almost 600 yards, another 16 touchdowns. And how active is he? He's also got some catches, and he's caught 2 touchdown passes this year. Cade has rushed for 1,111 yards, 20 touchdowns. He's also caught 32 passes for 474 yards and 7 touchdowns.
So when we look at keys to the game for Bismarck, what might that be?
Well, first of all, you want to get those Keithleys going, right? You got to get the ball in their hands. Those are your playmakers, but they got to stop the veer. They know what they're going to get. We had Coach DJ Keithley on the radio earlier this week, and he told me straight up, they've seen the veer a couple times this year, and they felt like they did a good job, but this will be the best version of a veer they've seen all year. They said, we got to stop the run. If we don't, they're just going to run it all night long.
Well, Bismarck's making their way onto the playing surface, but before they do, let's head down to the third member of our broadcast team, Sierra Clark, standing by on the sideline.
Yeah, Bismarck is currently undefeated. However, their season hasn't been exactly. Their quarterback, Ben Keithley, went down with a collarbone injury a few weeks back, and this team has really learned. Went down about 2 months. with a turf toe injury. So this team has really learned how to be a lot more well-rounded when necessary. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sierra, as we're just about set and ready to go in this one, as it's the 3A state championship game between Salem and Bismarck. And Salem is going to get the ball first to start things off here at War Memorial Stadium. Glad to have you along. Wes Moore, R.J. Hawk, Sierra Clark down the sidelines for this contest. Final football game of the 2024 football season. Just kind of weird that we're already coming to an end, Wes.
I know, it seems like we were just doing 7-on-7 football and team camps and having our first games of the season. And now we're done. This is it.
Well, Bismarck set to kick off, and kicking off for Bismarck is going to be Bladen Whitley. He'll put a foot into it. End over end kick that's going to be taken down the 17-yard line and brought up for Bismarck. That's Caden Hollis. Blake Cranford comes in on the stop for Bismarck, and that's where they're going to have it 1st and 10 to start things here in the opening going to the 3A state championship game.
Jackson Taylor, the quarterback for Salem. We didn't talk much about him in the pregame, but he's thrown it for 1,000 yards, 1,085 yards to be exact, 12 touchdowns. He also runs the ball. He's got 677 yards rushing, 16 touchdowns. So they're going to, you're going to see different guys running the ball. 12, 5. Caden Hollis runs it a little bit. Caleb Lysenring is going to run the ball a little bit, but that's what you have in the veer. They're going to be attacking from all different angles and positions, and a lot of eye candy you're going to see in this game. And Coach told us, Bismarck's head coach, DJ Keithley, said, you got to be disciplined.
They're going to hand it off. They'll work it left side in the hands of Brink, and Brink's going to pick up a couple yards on the play. That time tackled by Stevenson, Malachi Stevenson, and that brings up a 2nd down and 8 for Salem.
Some of these running attacks, you hear 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And Coach Keithley said they're fine with that. Just 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Just keep moving the chains. They're fine with that all night long.
Ball at the 32-yard line, just underway here in the first quarter at War Memorial Stadium.
Team huddling up. Some kids are going, what is that? why are they huddling like that? What's the point of that?
Here's a pitch to the outside to their running back. Once again, that's Caden Brink. Brink's going to pick up a yard on the play. It was Johnny Diaz who was able to come in and make the stop, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Salem.
Diaz gets in there first and gets a little penetration. He breaks off that tackle, but his teammates are swarming to the ball quickly, led by Zane Tolbert, one of their leading tacklers, to bring down the back and force a third and long.
They'll have 3 backs in the backfield this time. They'll look to, no, he's going to fake it and go throw downfield. Has a man all alone. He beat the coverage. That's Hollis. He's at the 10. He gets tripped up down at the 6-yard line.
Ethan Hughes with the touchdown saving tackle. Let's see if that turns into some big points for Bismarck, hustling on the play and bringing him down. But yeah, got in behind the secondary, and I watched Jackson Taylor throw the ball a little bit in warm-ups, and I was impressed. I thought he had a really good arm, and here we see in his first pass, a little touch on it, right on the money, delivers it. Hollis takes it inside the 10.
Hollis that's his 28th reception this year. He came in with 566 yards and 6 touchdowns. So now you've got a 1st and goal. They're going to spot him down at the 7-yard line.
Full backfield.
They're going to hand it off right side. That's Brink. He's going to stretch out, but he gets to the 1, maybe really the half-yard line.
You got to be careful with that ball, getting that close to the goal line, trying to stretch it out, get knocked out, fumble it. And last thing they want right now, but did not look like there was a lot there. But Brink did a good job of just kind of maneuvering around. Stumbled, broke a tackle. It seems he thought about stretching it out.
Eisenberg and Brink in the backfield. They went straight up the middle with it, and it's in for a touchdown. Quarterback keeper up the middle as Jackson Taylor goes in for his 17th touchdown of the season, and Salem strikes first.
Big pass play. Taylor to Hollis sets them up on the 7. They go 7 yards, gets 6 points. I was almost said they go 7 to get 7, but looks like they're going for 2. I don't see a kicker out there.
I was looking, so Keegan Sanderson is their kicker. He's 1 for 1 on PATs this year.
He's perfect.
Here is Taylor going to look to throw, and he'll be thrown down. The two-point try is no good, and so with 9:29 left here in the first quarter, Salem leads at 6-0. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Willie Nelson is one of country music's greatest legends. For his 90th birthday, I'm crazy. A star-studded lineup performed his greatest songs. A stunning once-in-a-lifetime performance. I can't wait to get on the road together. Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration.
Tonight at 9:30.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
This is my ultimate guide to the most delicious Christmas ever. Absolutely scrumptious.
Next time on Real Rail Adventures, we're on board for frosty fun as we discover Swiss winter magic.
We'll take a look at the history of deep-sea sports fishing. Visit the city in Italy that made chocolate famous. Find out how you can sell your artwork on the internet.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Here we go, the energy.
Tonight, after the 3A state championship game between Bismarck and Salem, be sure to stay tuned in for Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration. Chris Stapleton, Roseanne Cash, Sheryl Crow, George Strait, and many more perform along with the man himself, Willie Nelson. That's tonight at 9:30.
It's crazy to think Willie Nelson is still outperforming at 90 years old. Still getting it.
Big 9-0.
So Salem, they struck first, and they lead it 6-0 here in the 3A state championship game as Cade Keithley awaits the kickoff, and he'll take it at the 26. He'll bring it up the right side, and he'll be slung down at around the 37. That time it was Ethan Birmingham who came in to make the stop, and that'll allow for us to check in on the sidelines with Sierra Clark.
With this being Salem's first ever state championship appearance, there were tons of signs set around the town of Salem. One sign that you might have seen, fear the shorts. Now, what does that mean? If you notice, Salem's coaches are all wearing shorts because the last time they lost, they were wearing pants. So it's fear the shorts, and they're hoping to keep wearing those shorts and get a win for their first ever state title.
Thank you, Sierra. The last guy I remember wearing shorts on the sideline in a state championship game was a guy by the name of Kevin Kelly. So here comes Bismarck on their first possession of the ball game, and they're going to run with it with Keithley straight ahead.
Which Keithley?
That would be, is that Ben Keithley?
I thought it was Ben. I thought it was just a quarterback keeper.
Yeah. That's a good point. We're going to have Ben and Cade Keithley in the backfield, and that time Ryan Daly was there for the stop. But he was able to pick up 6 yards on the play to bring up 2nd down and 4. Bismarck has 4 wide receivers in the formation. Keithley going to look to throw, has a man downfield and just over the outstretched arms of his wide receiver that time, trying to hook up with Preston Hughes. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
We got 2 Hughes in the game, too. Ethan and Preston.
Yeah. Preston plays a little backup quarterback and wide receiver, and then you got Ethan Hughes as a wide receiver.
And they both go over and play cornerback on defense. So we'll have to be specific or call the first name instead of the last name a lot tonight.
So it's 3rd down and 4. 2 backs in the backfield, low snap. They pitch it left side. Nice hard run that time as they're going to pick up a 1st down, and that time it was Cade Keithley who got the ball. Gatlin Branscombe came in for the stop.
Well, you said it. That was a powerful run right there. He got behind his pads, low snap, but Ben was able to pick it up, tosses it to Cade, and puts his shoulder down, runs through the tackle of Dylan Gaskins, gets the first down.
Ball at the 49-yard line. We'll look to throw this time, works it outside in the hands of Porter. And Porter's going to get about 6 yards on the play. Connor Muir was right there to make the stop.
A tight coverage there from Connor Muir, and made the sure tackle, brought him down. But still good gain of 5 yards on first down. So first 2 first downs for Bismarck. They picked up 5 yards.
Sideline warning against Salem.
Yeah, there was a penalty flag on that far side. They're going with a sideline warning on them.
Get back coach didn't do a good enough job.
You know, Jim Withrow, who is the head coach at Little Rock Hall, he's doing the radio broadcast. I said, do you have a get back coach? He said, everybody's got a get back coach. 2nd down and 4. 3 wide to the near side. Now we've got more penalty flags.
False start.
Fire to the snap. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
You know, in most situations, you'd say there's a lot of nerves for teams. In these 2 situations, there probably is, because they've never played for a state title, never won one. And so I would imagine you got a lot of guys that a lot of weight on their shoulders right now.
Uncharted territory for these teams. And, you know, we spoke with Coach Keithley right after they had visited War Memorial Stadium. He talked about how in awe the players were to come into this big stadium and get the opportunity to play.
Here is Ben Keithley running with the football, picks up the first down and a little bit more as Connor Muir came in to make the stop. He picks up the first down as he takes it out to the 37-yard line.
It's early in this game, but that Bismarck offensive line is doing a really good job of opening up some holes, getting a good push. You see, he really wasn't touched until about 3 yards deep. Then he makes a move and is able to get 10 yards in the first down.
Ball at the 37-yard line as Bismarck will put 3 wide receivers to the left side. Keithley going to look to throw again, goes right side and can't hook up with his intended target. That's Joey Porter. Muir on the coverage once again.
Twice Muir's had some tight coverage right there with him. There wasn't much of a window to fit that ball into. And now we got Cade in formation. They're going to toss it to Diaz.
Here is Diaz. He's going to try to make the corner. Gets there and a little bit more as he'll be just shy of the 30-yard line. Picks up another 6 yards. As Johnny Diaz, who came in with 58 carries for 342 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. Got some speedy backs for this Bismarck team.
I like the quickness he showed right there. He got outside quickly, turned it up the field. Nice run. I also noticed he had only 15 catches this year, but 5 of them go for a touchdown. Yeah. So 1 out of every 3, he's scoring a touchdown.
3rd down and 4. Now penalty flags come in.
Well, the way they're slapping one of their teammates, I think the left guard jumped a little early.
Our officials for this game, Nathan Jowers, who's the head official. Randy Morgan is the umpire. David Carver's the linesman. Line judge, Justin Bounds. Back judge, Mike Falkenberg. And the center judge is Greg Knight.
Being on the 36-yard line, I think if they can get 3 or 4 yards here, I bet they go for it on 4th down. So you probably got two downs to get 9 yards.
And in motion. Here's Keithley looking to throw, has a man down at the 15. He's going to spin, try to dive for the end zone. He's going to be down at the 1.
We may have to have a replay look at this. I thought he landed on top of the defender, rolled into the end zone.
Well, the officials are talking about it. That was Preston Hughes who's on the end of that reception.
And forget 2 downs to get the first down. All they need is 1. Here's a good look at the replay. Keithley gets hit as he's throwing it. Throws a really good ball to Hughes.
And now Keithley's going to take in the end zone for the touchdown.
They didn't even give him time to look at the replay. They didn't care. They're like, we don't need a replay to give us a touchdown. We're going to get into the end zone anyway.
For Ben Keithley, that's his 17th rushing touchdown of the season.
2 drives, 2 quarterback quarterback-led touchdowns right there. How about that?
Both quarterbacks for both Bismarck and Salem each have 17 rushing touchdowns this year. Now on to kick is going to be Van Null. The extra point is no good as it came up just a bit short. And so with 6:25 left here in the first quarter, we've got a tie ball game, 6-6 between Bismarck and Salem.
I was about to say, it could be a big difference in the game. Bismarck having a kicker to get those extra points, and Salem appears will be going for 2. That kick was woefully short. We watched him kick in warm-ups, and he had some nice-looking kicks. It just maybe hit that one fat like some of my wedge shots.
Well, you know, coming into this game on PATs, Van Null was 54 of 65. He's an 80% PAT guy. So he'll get it worked out.
I think he's going to have several more opportunities tonight.
I was about to say, I think you're probably right. There's a little bit of dense fog here at the stadium. As from the press box at the light level, there's a lot of, I don't know what, we'll check in with Sierra here in a little bit. I don't imagine it's too bad on the field level, but maybe when you're looking back up into the lights, looking for a pass.
How about the 2 offensive drives we've seen? You know, we talked so much of the running game with the Keithleys, with the Veer, but the big plays were passing plays for both teams. That got them down the field, and then they ran it in, but they were both able to hit a big shot down the field, throwing the ball.
Yeah, we've got a lot of talent on both these offenses, and there's a reason why Bismarck's 13-0 this year, best season they've ever had, as well as Salem 11-3. Here's a kick. It's going to be a short kick that's going to go out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 41 is where they're going to say it went out. And so now Salem's going to get great field position for their second drive.
He kind of reverse field on us. It looked like he was going to try to kick it deep and left, and then he ran around the ball and tried to squib kick it right. I don't know if it was kind of intentional or unintentional onside look, but just went out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds on Bismarck. The ball will be placed 5 yards in advance of the out of bounds spot. First down.
So Salem's going to get the ball at the 46-yard line. By the way, that last drive went 9 plays, 56 yards for a scoring drive. And so we've got a tie one between Salem and Bismarck, 6-6. Jackson Taylor going to hand it off this time to Skylar Payne, and Payne has nowhere to go, going to lose 2 yards on the play. Matthias Martinez came in to make the stop.
He just whipped through that offensive line, was in the backfield about the time he was taking the handoff, and that's a 2-yard loss. Matthias Martinez has 9 tackles for a loss this season. Give him 10 now after that play.
He is a big kid. He fills up a hole on the right side. If you're trying to come that way, he just bullies his way through. So it brings up a 2nd down and 12 with the ball at the 44-yard line. Gonna hand it to Brink. Brink's got a running lane straight up the middle, picks up the first down as he'll take it to the 40-yard line. Ben Keithley was there to make the stop. Nice replay.
Ben hit a nice shot, but he gets up. He's kind of holding that. You know, he hurt his shoulder clavicle early in the season.
So you got
that one didn't feel good.
No. 1st down and 10. The ball at the 40-yard line. Gonna hand it off straight ahead. That's Payne. Payne is just driving those legs as he'll take it inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Keithley again on the tackle. Ben Keithley again on the tackle. They went right up the gut, first guy through.
Boy, when you think you've got a really good running back in Cade Brink, then they just hand it off. You've got Leisenring and then Skylar Payne. You got 3 guys right there that can really tote the rock. And here's another run play that's going to pick up a couple yards.
Be short of the first down. That time Bismarck showed a little something different. They brought a linebacker in. put him down the line of scrimmage to fill one of the holes. He shot through. First guy through, the fullback has to take him. Then the second guy, they just didn't have enough blockers for it. Bismarck just swarmed that time to the plate. Just basically sold out and said, look, if you're going to try this, we're bringing it.
So now you've got a 3rd down and 2. 2 backs in the backfield. Toss, that goes to Brink. And he'll go straight ahead, right side, and he'll pick up the first down as he takes it down to the 26-yard line.
Josh Watson. You see the shorts that we were talking about earlier. Fear the shorts. What a turnaround for them. And they've dealt with some injuries this season, off and on throughout the entire season.
The good thing for him is it's not as cold this weekend as what it was last weekend. Last weekend it was really cold. It's 1st down and 10 with the ball at the 26. Straight ahead they run. This time it's Leisenring. And Leisenring's going to take it down inside the 15 down to the 13. This Preston Hughes who came up to make the stop.
Yeah, the face mask on top of it.
Foul. Face mask on the defense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. 1st down.
So that's going to set Salem up just outside the 5-yard line.
Here's a look at the face mask penalty. Not much of a tug, but he put his hand on the face mask and grabbed it.
So it's 1st and goal with the ball at the 7 officially. Here's Brink, left side, gets inside the 5. He's going to have that whole pile drive him. And they're driving down to around the 2-yard line.
They let that play out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Kept thinking they were going to blow the whistle, but he never stopped his forward momentum. Just pile kept moving a little bit, a little bit, a little bit.
So it brings up a 2nd down and goal from the 2. Clock still running, 2:40 left here in the 1st quarter. They're going to go with a really tight formation. Quarterback keeper straight ahead, Jackson Taylor, it's a touchdown.
How about the power of the offensive line, man? They just pushed right on through. Colton Stewart, the center, Jaden Dawson, the right guard, Blake Smith, right tackle. Just check out this push right there. I mean, he just gets right in behind them, and 3 offensive linemen, 4 offensive linemen in the end zone.
That is his 18th rushing touchdown of the season.
Should call out Keaton Ziegler, too.
Yeah.
The left guard was in the end zone also.
So they're going to go for 2. Trying to make it a 2-score game. Going to look to throw, and it's intercepted. And so the 2-point conversion is no good. And with 2:31 left here in the 1st quarter, Salem leads 12-6. Let's head down the sidelines and check in with Sierra Clark.
That's right. This Salem team is so excited to be here. In fact, the town pretty much shut down. Salem High School was set to host the ACT this morning, and they canceled that so all their fans could make some time to come to Little Rock and watch this game. So this means a lot for the Greyhounds.
Thank you, Sierra. I think there's no better excuse to cancel an ACT than to say, hey, we're going to Little Rock for the state championship game.
We can reschedule that ACT, right?
Yeah, I mean, that can be done another day. But either way, Salem leads at 12-6 over Bismarck. So 2 drives for Salem now, Wes, and they've scored on both their drives. Their offense is clicking here in the 1st quarter.
We haven't seen a stop yet. We've seen 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. And I was bragging on these defenses what they've been doing on the road to the playoffs and slowing down teams.
Salem came in averaging 19 a game, Bismarck 17 a game, but have been much more impressive in the postseason.
They have an onside type look, the way that kicker's lined up.
Here's the kick. It'll be a squibber that's going to bounce down at around the 43-yard line. So Bismarck's going to get great field position. It was Joseph Porter who was able to land on the ball. And they'll have it at the 43 with 2:29 to play left here in the 1st quarter. So 1st and 10 as Bismarck's going to line up 4 receivers to the near side. Ben Keithley going to throw it left side in the hands of his brother, Cade Keithley. And he'll take it about a yard shy of the first down.
RJ, that you can kind of count. That's a numbers game. You can see there they emptied the backfield, so it's just the quarterback back there. They had 6 guys in the box. Well, that tells you we got some numbers to the outside. Let's throw it out there. Now, if Salem makes an adjustment, takes one of their linebackers, moves them out, then there's 5 guys in the box. Then you may see Ben Keithley say, well, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to run it up the middle. I got 5 linemen. They only have 5 in the box. Let's block those 5 up, and I can go.
Keithley goes with a hard count. And a man for Salem jumped on that left side. It was the defensive end that time.
On the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's Fair Sweet who was able to get the penalty called on him. It's a 1st down and 5. They did give him the 1st down after that last reception. So it's now 1st and 5 with the ball at the 42-yard line. Right side they go. Into the hands of his receiver, Brody Allen. Allen picks up the 1st down and much more as he takes it down to the 32. Connor Muir right there to make the stop.
It's a good throw from Ben Keithley. I'm impressed with these quarterbacks. I mean, he stepped back, hit his back foot, let it rip. Receiver had a little cushion. It was easy play.
Clock rolls at 1:30 left here in the 1st quarter. Keithley will take the snap, going to roll. Going with a big ball, left side, and we've got a penalty flag down as the receiver got interfered with. Trying to hook up with Preston Hughes.
That's your just typical pass interference where the receiver had the DB beat. The ball's underthrown just a little bit. Receiver slows down, trying to go up and catch it, and the defensive back never sees the ball and just runs into the wide receiver.
By the way, Wes, I got to tell you something after this call.
Pass interference on the defense. The 15-yard penalty. Yardage results in a 1st down.
Hopefully at some point we can get a shot of the Bismarck student section. They have some giant yellow flags that every time a penalty flag is thrown, they throw it in the air. I mean, it caught me off guard. I looked down, I was like, what is that? And they've got 2 big giant yellow flags that they throw in the air in the student section for Bismarck.
See him holding it right
yeah,
here?
He's got it right there.
Telestrator.
Yeah, and every time a penalty flag's thrown, they throw it in the air. So it's 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Here's a jet sweep. Goes right side to Cade Keithley. Now we've got another penalty flag.
Throw it up in the air. That is great. Yeah,
Province was there to make the stop.
Looks like a little horse collar there. Couldn't catch up with Cade. And was just grabbing for anything he could to slow him down. Got him by the back of the jersey.
Personal foul. Horse collar tackle on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay 1st down.
So after the horse collar tackle, that'll put it at the 9-yard line. Bismarck is going to bring the offense out, and they'll put 3 wide to the left side. The officials are trying to get something straightened up over on that far side. I think they're trying to get the change right. So it's a 1st down and 3. Keithley under pressure, throws it, has a man, puts it up with Preston Hughes. They've got enough for a 1st down as Ryan Daly came in to make the stop. And now you'll have a 1st down and goal.
Just a little behind Preston Hughes, kind of had to stop, slow down for it. That allowed the defense to catch up, but that's enough for a 1st down. Now it'll be 1st and goal for Bismarck.
Ball is being spotted down at the 5-yard line. Keithley going to hand it straight ahead. to his running back, Johnny Diaz, and on the stop that time it was Sanderson.
Salem loading up the box, expecting the run up the middle. And they also did a good job on that RPO of keeping an eye on Ben Keithley, making sure he didn't fake it and take off around the end. They had somebody waiting on him.
So 1 yard gain, takes it to the 4. Now we've got whistles. Oh, that's going to do it for the end of the quarter. So, well, Salem, they lead Bismarck 12-6, and Bismarck's knocking on the doors. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sport.
First responders put their lives on the line for us every single day. And in uncertain times, we lean on these heroes to help restore stability. As a key component of a strong community, you will find stability at the core of Centennial Bank. Here, we believe in supporting those that help provide a safe and secure community for us to thrive in. Your financial safety and security should not be overlooked. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Attention sports enthusiasts, get ready to be amazed by Summerwood Sports Complex, the new state-of-the-art facility in Bryant. Our facility offers up to 4 courts spread across 2 spacious gyms, conveniently located off Interstate 30 in Bryant. Whether you're a team seeking tournament glory or an individual looking to elevate your skills, Summerwood Sports has got you covered. Discover more about our cutting-edge facility and check availability at summerwoodsports.com.
This is the end of the road for football season, but the guys that play on the hardwood, they're just getting warmed up.
Here comes Gaines. He's going to slam it home. Send it inside. Good passing. And look at the cutter.
Before you know it, they'll be invading Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs for the Centennial Bank State Basketball Final. 12 championship games in 3 days. Mid-March is going to be electric. Tip-off is set for March 13th, and it's going to run all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on myarpbs.org/sports.
We want to honor our Arkansas PBS Student All-Star, David McCamey from Charleston, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. The senior has a 3.4 GPA. He plans to attend college and become a teacher or a coach. Congratulations, David McCamey.
Yeah, congratulations to him as we start the second quarter of play where Salem, they lead at 12-6. Bismarck knocking on the door as Ben Keithley is going to take it himself. Run for the end zone. He gets in for the touchdown.
He paid for it. That was a vicious meeting of 2 strong players. Wow. Wait till we show you this replay. Those bodies went flying, and just enough momentum to get Ben Keithley in. Spins in. I like that. He just reaches the ball across the goal line to make sure he got in, but bam. That was a big lick.
Yeah, he'll feel that one tomorrow. But here's the thing, Wes, even more so, both these 2 quarterbacks, it's a race to see who can have the most rushing touchdowns for the ball game. As the extra point is up, and it barely squeaks in.
It hit the crossbar.
It did, and so Bismarck takes a 1-point lead, 13-12 here in the second quarter. Both quarterbacks have 2 rushing touchdowns, and both on the season now have 18 touchdowns. Hey, let's head down the sidelines and check in with Sierra Clark.
That's right, that yellow penalty flag that you see the students throwing up, it was actually created by one of the kids' parents. It's a bunch of t-shirts tied up a bunch together, wrapped in a yellow blanket, and they throw it up whenever they see a penalty that needs to be called. And they started it earlier in the season. They seem to be having tons of fun with it.
Yeah, that Wes and I were looking down that way and saw that thing fly in the air when there was a penalty flag, and so I like creativity. The student sections across the state have done a really good job with different props and things of that nature in the stands, and so that's what Bismarck's doing.
See Bismarck's coach, he was talking a little defense, talking with his defensive lineman, Bladen Whitley. They're making some adjustments, and that's what's got to happen right now is who can get a stop on defense. And they're talking special teams right now. And he was actually, I guess, Whitley also is their kicker. And that's what he was doing. He was talking to his kicker about what we're going to do here.
That last drive, 6 plays, 57 yards, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. As it's going to be an angled kick that'll go out of bounds. So once again, Salem going to have great field position to start their next drive with 11:55 to play left here in the second quarter.
Just for the record, when a flag is called on Bismarck, they don't throw the yellow.
They don't throw.
They don't throw that one. They didn't throw it that time.
not a good look.
Free kick out of bounds on Bismarck, 5 yards in advance of the out of bounds spot. First down.
So far in the game, Wes, Salem has 117 total yards of offense. Bismarck 101. Quarterbacks. So far, Taylor Jackson 1 of 1 passing for 59 yards. Ben Keithley 5 of 7 for 65 yards. And in the rushing department, Caden Brink leads the way rushing for Salem, 7 carries, 36 yards. Ben Keithley leads the way for Bismarck, 7 for 22 and 2 touchdowns. First handoff here on this drive. Got him back to the line of scrimmage to bring up second down and 10. As Johnny Diaz was there to make the stop.
Well, Bismarck made a big defensive play last time on their first down, but then Salem came right back with some big running plays. They're getting at some penetration, but consistently they haven't been able to slow them down running the ball.
Second down and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Going to be handed off, but fumbled, and that was Ethan Birmingham, who dropped it after the handoff. It's going to be a loss of 4 yards on the play to bring up third down.
I don't know if this was going to be a double handoff or a fake double handoff. No, I think he was just going to fake it and just never got a hold of the ball really well.
Well, the last time that Salem got behind the chains like this, they came out with a passing play, and that's when Jackson Taylor was able to hook up with Caden Hollis. He's going to look to throw here. Now tuck it and run. He's got wide open spaces. Crossing the 50 into Bismarck territory as he gets past the 45 out to the 43.
Bismarck was just playing man-to-man, and that whole side of the field was cleared. And then once the left defensive end rushed upfield, there was a big hole, and he could see nothing but green turf. And, well, I'll just run it. Pretty simple right there. Look at the big gap, and there is nobody on that side of the field.
So it's a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the Bismarck 43-yard line. Time a 26-yard run by Jackson Taylor. Gonna hand it off this time to Brink, and he'll take it out to the 40-yard line.
Looked like Brink was trying to get outside, and he just saw a cutback lane, hit that cutback lane, and was able to pick up something.
So it's a 3-yard gain, brings up second down and 7 with the ball at the 40-yard line.
You saw Kyler Payne right there leading the way, blocking. He's like, I'll just follow his lead, get in there and get what I can.
They're going to come out with 4 wide receivers in the formation this time. Option play, puts in the hands of Brink, and he stepped out of bounds. Stepped out about a yard shy of the first down.
There was a lot going on that play. Fake the handoff dive. Quarterback keeps it, goes outside, and little pitch option. And just barely steps out of bounds right there, or he would have scored.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 with the ball at the 34-yard line. Gonna hand it straight ahead to Brink. He'll have enough for a first down after picking up 2 yards. Johnny Diaz comes in to make the stop.
Another good push from that offensive line. Once again, they're just moving the pile, giving him plenty of room to run to pick up the first down. That's a good look at the offensive line right there. Caden Costner, Keaton Ziegler, Colton Stewart, Jaden Dawson, Blake Smith.
1st down and 10 with the ball at the 32. Runs it straight ahead with Brink down to the 26. As Cade Keithley comes in and makes the stop.
Bismarck's got to figure out a way. How are we going to stop this? Right now, Salem's just doing what they want to do. They're eating up the clock. They're picking up 4 or 5 yards every play.
Here's a running play straight ahead that goes to Skylar Payne. He gets the first down inside the 20 as he'll take it down to the 17.
I like that. Give Payne a little love. You know, Payne's been blocking really well, and so you feed him. You give him the chance to tote the rock.
So it's a fresh set of downs. Well, I tell you, you were right. A lot of illusions of where the ball's going to go, and they've got guys moving everywhere in the backfield. That run by Payne was a 9-yard run officially. Here's a handoff to Brink straight ahead to the 5. He's going to dive for the end zone. Touchdown. Caden Brink gets in. That's his 18th touchdown of the season.
We highlighted him before the game, and that's the reason why. Saw him break a tackle about the 7-yard line. Well, the Bismarck Lions had a pretty good shot at him, but he ran right through that tackle, kept on going into the end zone.
So now Salem going to go for 2. They've been unsuccessful so far at the 2-point conversion. Gonna hand it off to Brink. And he's gonna get in for the 2-point conversion. That offensive line gave him a good push. And so with 8 minutes remaining left here in the second quarter, it's 20-13 Salem. And you're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Collectors, pickers, antiquers, and thrifters of the natural state. What's your latest or potentially greatest discovery? Hi, I'm Kate Askew, books, photography, and paper goods evaluator for Arkansas Treasures. See what your find is worth at the Arkansas Treasures Season 2 Evaluation and Taping event. Learn how you can donate to get your tickets now at myarpbs.org/Arkansas Treasures.
Sports is so important to this state and the fabric of the state, and I appreciate Arkansas PBS doing all the state title games, and that makes it available for not just the fans in Central Arkansas, South Arkansas, but fans around the entire state. I can only think of the kids in small towns, and this is the biggest moment maybe in their sports careers, and they have that keepsake of having that game on TV to have with them the rest of their lives.
We've done it every game during the championships, Wes, and we do football trivia for each classification. So I'm gonna throw out the question now for you. Bismarck and Salem are making their first ever state championship game appearance. Entering today, how many schools have won at least one football title in school history in the state of Arkansas?
I'll go 63.
We will give you the answer later in the broadcast. It's pretty interesting. Here's the squib kick that's going to be taken at the 41, and they'll bring it out to the 45. That's where Bismarck will have it. 1st and 10 with 7:56. It was Province who was able to come up with it. they'll be able to move forward. Let's head down to Sierra Clark on the sidelines.
Out in week 1 due to a turf toe injury. However, he is one of those strongest workers on this team, strongest athletes rather. He power cleans 275 and is only 175 pounds. So he is just dominant in the weight room, on the field, and it's just the type of player you want on your football team.
Almost a one-handed catch right there, as it was Johnny Diaz who tried to come up with it. Pass was thrown a little bit high, and he tried to go up with the left hand. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
That's why Diaz has 5 touchdowns and only 15 catches. If he catches that might have been a touchdown. They leaked him out of the backfield, and if he beats 24 to the sideline, that could have been a touchdown. Just barely overthrew him right there.
He almost came down with it. Not a big guy, but tried to go up and get it. Now here's another pass play by Keithley. So he'll come back right side to his brother, Cade Keithley. He'll stretch it out to the 50-yard line as Ryan Daly came in to make the stop.
He was trying to get every yard he could. Even when he was going down, he stretched that ball out to try to pick up an extra foot or two.
You know, at this point, Wes, the way we've gone, nobody stopped anybody yet.
No. 5 for 5.
It's at the rate we're going, the first person that gets a stop might go on to win this game. Here's the 3rd down and 5. Handoff straight ahead to Diaz. And he'll only get a yard. Brings up 4th down as Ryan Daly once again comes in and makes the stop.
Well, this brings up a big 4th down. First opportunity to get a stop. This is our first 4th down attempt.
So Bismarck going to line up 3 receivers to the left side. It's 4th down and 4.
And call a timeout. Salem had that box loaded.
We're going to talk this one over with 6:33 to play here in the second quarter.
Timeout of the first half.
You know, Wes, one thing that, it seems you've got the Keithley brothers, but that run that they ran to the end zone earlier with Ben Keithley to score, if you do something along those lines again, get some blockers out there to pick up your 4 yards, I think that might be your best option.
Mm-hmm. Well, these teams have been great on 3rd down. That was our first failed 3rd down conversion in the game.
Yeah.
Salem was 4 for 4, and that was the first time Bismarck did not convert on 3rd down, so now they're going to try it on 4th down.
Well, you want to go ahead and answer the trivia question?
Sure.
So you said how many?
63.
So the question, Bismarck and Salem making their first ever state championship game appearance. Entering today, how many schools have won at least one football title in school history? The answer, 100.
Wow.
100 in the state have won at least one state championship.
I guess that takes into account some schools that aren't even schools anymore.
Correct.
Back in the day, those schools have since gone away. Yeah. I was thinking how many schools are there? Like 100 and... Well, there's 204.
Yeah, don't give me the line.
Because we usually have during the regular season 100 games going on.
Here's Keithley going to run with it right side. He's going to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more as he'll take it out to the 40-yard line.
And, they continue to be perfect.
Well, and what Keithley did with his feet right there is he dropped back to pass and was under pressure and was able just to scramble out and pick up the yardage.
Well, we saw that earlier from Jackson Taylor. Went back to pass. They had fallen behind a little bit, but behind the sticks, scrambled for a big gain.
1st down and 10. And we've got whistles, and that's probably a good
fortunate.
thing.
Low snap through the entire play off. Couldn't hand it off. He's going to have to just tuck it and try to run.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
And that was probably a good thing for him. So that'll back him up 5 yards, take it to 1st down and 15. So Bismarck will have 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Keithley going to keep it himself as he crosses the 45. And will be taken down at around the 44 as Keegan Sanderson came in to make the stop.
And Caden Burge came too, but Keegan kind of got him from behind. I like those Bismarck helmets. In the back, you got pancakes.
Yeah.
It's like pancakes for those offensive linemen. I like that.
They're creative at Bismarck with the flag from the student section. Then you got the pancake blocks on the helmet. Get everybody involved. Now here's Keithley going to look to throw. Has a man. Left side. Makes one man miss. Gets the first down. He's off to the races. And he'll walk into the end zone for the touchdown, or did he step out of bounds? He stepped out of bounds. It looks like, no, now that they're signaling. The one official came back and looked at the sidelines. The other one came up and signaled touchdown. Which one was it?
I don't think anybody knows. Players are just mingling around.
You had an official in the end zone raise his hands, but the side judge, he was standing at around the 21.
Cade was wide open.
Here's a replay.
Makes a difficult catch. I don't see anything. I think you call touchdown and let replay look at it, because replay's going to look at all scores.
Nathan Jowers is our official.
During the play, there was an inadvertent whistle. The ball will be placed at the spot where the runner was when the whistle blew. It'll be a first down.
What a bad break. Now you got a flag on the Bismarck coaches. They are livid. I don't know what was said, but the sideline official here in front of him had enough. He threw the flag up in the air. Coach Keithley has a reason to be upset. I didn't think he was even close, was he, on the replay that we had? It looks like he's a couple of yards away from the out of bounds. And inadvertent whistle just cost Bismarck a touchdown. And that could be huge. I mean, now they're going to have the ball at the 29, 30-yard line, and then,
then you got the penalty to add to it.
Unless it's a sideline warning.
Yeah.
Lip readers, turn away.
Sideline warning against Bismarck. First down.
Well, they've got the first down out of the deal, and the ball's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line. So it's first down and 10. They're going to give it on the end around. As Cade Keithley is going to take it out of bounds inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line.
Try not to root for teams, but just for all fairness, I'd like to see them get in here, and I don't want to, have a touchdown taken off the board because of an inadvertent whistle, and then the drive stalls in a game where nobody has stopped anybody. That could be, you said it. The first time someone is stopped, that's going to be huge. And you'd hate it.
And look, people make mistakes. Yeah. It's part of the game as they're going to hand it off straight ahead. Here's a running lane at the 5. He'll walk in, touchdown.
There we go, Johnny Diaz. No worry about that inadvertent whistle. It all worked out in the end. How about the blocking there? He had a great hold.
Going back to that, if you're that official, you're kind of going, okay. Well, he got it now. So, Van Null's going to be on for the extra point.
This has been an adventure.
Can tie the ball game. Best extra point of the evening as it's up and good. And with 5:32 to play left here in the second quarter, we've got a tie ball game 20-20 between Bismarck and Salem.
We watched him kick in practice, and he was doing that in practice.
Doing great.
And then all of a sudden, his first couple attempts were just barely getting over the bar, if not even making it to the bar. He just booted that through. We've got a great replay of that hole from the end zone camera. Man, those linemen did a great job. And one of the back, I think it's the brother, Cade Keithley, comes through and leads the way. That's a pancake right there.
Yeah.
He's getting a sticker.
So
look at this one. Look at the hole.
Just wide.
That's 60 Cole Smallwood. Give Cole a sticker.
That's what you need to do on your Fearless Friday show is you need to give out pancake stickers for offensive linemen for everybody in the state when you guys do highlights.
Man, that's right there. I love doing that, highlighting an offensive lineman. They don't ever get any love.
They never get talked about.
Man, that was an awesome block.
Okay, well, here's the kickoff. And this one is going to go out of bounds as well. Every kickoff that Bismarck has had is going. I understand what they're wanting to do. They don't want to allow for the return, but the short kicks have gone out of bounds every time.
We're going to mark that out at the 33, and then move it up to about the 38 after the 5-yard penalty. Support for Arkansas PBS Sports is provided by Wendy's. Wendy's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger features roasted mushrooms, crispy bacon, Munster cheese, and a creamy garlic spread on Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef. Available for a limited time at participating Wendy's.
By the way, the window there at Wendy's says they open at 6:30 if anybody wanted to know. So they're ready to go. First down and 10 with the ball at the 38-yard line. It's 20-20. Jackson Taylor going to keep it himself straight ahead. He'll pick up 6 yards on the play. It was Ben Keithley who came in to make the stop.
Now Salem, of course, they want to continue getting first downs, but they would love to have a 5-minute drive here and not give Bismarck any time to try to tie this thing back up if they do score.
Well, at the rate we're going, I mean, we could get 2 or 3 scores in this last 5 minutes.
3 for 3 so far. Each team has had the ball 3 times, scored 3 touchdowns.
So it's 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Brink, and he'll have enough for a first down as he takes it to the 49. Cade Keithley in on the stop that time.
And to fake the reverse, hand it there, goes up the middle, spins off of a tackler, falls forward, gets the first down.
My spotter, Chris Babb, he keeps pointing Keithley brothers, and he said they're doing everything, offense, defense.
One of the reasons why they're here.
Now, first down and 10. Gonna hand it to Brink. He'll work right side, and he'll get nice yardage that time. 8 yards on the play. Lucas Chapman came in to make the stop.
It's a good look. The blocking that's going on. Good lead block that time by Jaden Dawson. 8 yards on first down. You look at what they're doing. Salem's doing what they do. They run the ball. They run the clock. Just pick up first down after first down.
Takes the handoff. They're going to look to throw this time, or is he going to run? He's going to run. He'll pick up the first down and go out of bounds at around the 36-yard line. Cade Keithley comes in to make the stop.
Had 2 receivers in the route down the field, but nobody was open. Did the smart thing, just tucked it, kept running.
Keeps the clock going at 3:31. They've stopped it briefly to reset the chains.
You see them huddle up, and they're in no hurry. That's the game plan. Yeah, they'll take a touchdown if they scored on this play, but they just chew up the whole first half. That's fine with them.
And that time they just went with an inside handoff, and that was to Skylar Payne, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. Zane Talbert was there to make the stop.
One of the few times. I bet it's less than 5.
Yeah.
Plays that Salem hasn't gained 3 or 4 yards. There's been a couple of negative plays, a couple of times tackled for no gain.
2nd down and 10, they go to Brink. And he'll be stopped after a couple-yard gain. That time it was Ben Keithley who came in and made the stop. He'll get it inside the 35 down to the 34.
3rd and 8. if I'm Salem, I'm thinking you can get 4 here, maybe get 4. You don't have to throw it here.
Yeah.
With this offense, heck, with this offense, they could get 8 on a running play.
And Wes, they're doing exactly what you talked about. Down to a minute 58 left here in the second quarter. It's 3rd down and 8 on the day, 4 for 4 on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Brink, and he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I wonder if Bismarck may call timeout here. No. That sideline official next to the coaches look back at him like, you gonna call it? You want it? Now they're gonna call it. They thought about it for a second.
That'll be their second timeout.
Timeout. Bismarck. This is their second timeout of the first half.
UAMS provides orthopedic care, sports medicine expertise, therapy, and support to athletic programs, organizations, and events across the state. UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine clinics are conveniently located throughout central and northwest Arkansas. Normally we show you the UAMS building right here, but the fog, can't see it right now.
You know, I told you during the pregame, you could have they could have done it, and you could have just drawn UAMS on the building in the fog. It's out there somewhere. There it is. There it is. See? So, I tell you, the best thing that we could have done was get this telestrator. I love the fact that we have this thing for state championship games.
Pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Well, it's 4th down and 8 with the ball at the 34-yard line. Well, you got to think Jackson Taylor's going to be looking to throw right here.
Well, and he scrambled several times tonight, too. So you may have a spy if you're Bismarck. You really want to create a pocket to where he can't escape, bottle him up.
It's the first time they've had to go for it on 4th down. 3 wide, come to the near side. Taylor under pressure, steps up, he's taken down. Coming up, it was Lucas Chapman.
We have a first. For the first time, a defense has gotten a stop and the team hasn't scored. And Lucas Chapman with the big play came into the game with 4 sacks this season. And that's the biggest sack Lucas Chapman's had. Just beat the left tackle, came across in that speed rush and brings him down.
Good shot right there as he was able to get the sack. Now it's 1st down and 10, a minute 23 left here in the quarter.
Well, this could be big. Bismarck goes down. They also get the ball to start the second half. They've got a chance, as we get an offsides penalty, they get a chance now to get back-to-back scores.
That time it's going to be called.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty. No first down.
It'll be called on fair sweep.
Bismarck has 1 timeout left.
So 1st and 5 from the 45. Keithley throws it right side into the hands of Diaz. And he'll take it to the 49 as Leisenring was right there to make the stop.
Didn't quite get the first down, so they'll hurry here. They just want to probably pick up that first down. Quick throw.
Keithley looking to throw. Comes back to the middle of the field, has his man. That's Cade Keithley down to the 39. Stops the clock at 1:01 as they move the chains.
Ben's telling everybody, hurry up, get in place. He's motioning the play. Clock started, 55 seconds.
Working quickly, Keithley steps up in the pocket, looking to run. And he'll step out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 1-yard gain. But it'll stop the clock with 46 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, give them a chance to get organized, talk about what they're going to do. See Keithley over there on the sideline talking with the coaches. Keithley's got 23 touchdowns passing this year, just 5 interceptions. So very capable passer. We've seen that in this game.
3 wide, go to the left side. Keithley going to keep it himself. Works right, gets past the 45, goes out of bounds at the 44, or excuse me, not the 44, the 34.
A designed run that time. Thought maybe we can catch them off guard. They're thinking pass, dropping back in coverage, and just slip one past them.
So 3rd down and 5. And now we've got a whistle and a penalty flag.
Prior to the snap. Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Go 3rd down.
So now you go back to a 3rd down and 10.
Need to get a little chunk play, something, 15, 20 yards. You gotta get the first down first, but they need a big play.
Teethley gonna look to throw. Airs it out right side. Nobody's there. I think he was looking for Diaz to run down the sidelines.
Diaz is going to run a corner route, but Diaz broke it inside. Diaz was tightly covered. And now you just got to pick up the first down.
So it's 4th down and 10 with 35 seconds left here in the quarter. We've got whistles and a timeout.
Timeout. Salem. That's their first timeout of the first half.
That was smart right there to kind of regroup.
No, yeah, Salem's got to get a stop. They know what they're up against here. I mean, you do not want to let Bismarck get into the end zone right here. And with being 4th down, make sure everybody's on the same page. That's a very smart timeout.
Well, and we said this earlier that whoever gets a stop is going to have a good shot, but we could see back-to-back stops right here. So far,
game of adjustments.
Yeah,
made some small adjustments, and defense is getting a little bit better, more productive plays.
Well, so far Bismarck is 1 for 1 on 4th down today. Total yardage so far, Salem 203 yards of total offense, Bismarck 182.
Pretty even game. I mean, you look at the stats, very similar, and that's why we got a 20-20 score. Kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Out of all these state championship games, this
save the best for last, right? So it's 4th down and 10. Ball's at the 39-yard line. 3 wide, go to the left side. Keithley looking to throw, steps up, comes back right side, has a man. No, he dropped it.
He dropped it. And I think he would, even if he'd have caught it, he was going to be short of the yards needed. He needed really about the 29, almost to the 28. He would have caught that right around the 30.
That was Cade Keithley who's hooking up with, and Caden Hollis came in to make the hit and jar it loose, so we have back-to-back stops now. So there's 28 seconds left. If you're Salem, do you just run this thing out, or do you?
Well, that's what they do anyway.
Yeah,
that's what they do best. And so, but they're capable of breaking one off and moving the ball, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about it with 28 seconds. But no, they would need an explosive play.
So they're going to line up 4 wide in the formation, single back in the backfield. Jackson Taylor going to hand it off. Straight ahead goes his running back, as he'll take it all the way down to the 40-yard line. That time it was Dylan Gaskins.
Salem's trying to hurry. They're making the substitution. They may call a timeout. Clock is ticking. Letting a lot of time off.
You got 2 timeouts left.
Might have used one there.
Now going 5 wide. We'll look to throw. Comes back to the right side to his receiver, Thweet. And they'll bring up 2nd down. It stops the clock with 3 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, they probably wasted 10 seconds, and they're going to go to the halftime with a timeout in their pocket after calling one here.
Timeout. Salem. That is their 2nd timeout of the first half.
So 3 seconds remaining. 20-20 is our score. at this point, 5 wide and air it out to the end zone.
Yeah, throw it into the end zone. Watching their quarterback earlier during pregame warm-ups, had a nice arm. He can get it there. Jackson Taylor, he was ripping some. I was very impressed with some of the throws he made while they were warming up, and he can definitely get it there.
Well, we ought to have an exciting halftime. Don't forget to stick around. David Basil and Christina Munoz going to check in, and they're going to get you caught up on some things happening around the state. They always do a good job with those halftime reads.
Yeah, the Razorbacks weren't always the Razorbacks.
I did, actually.
Well, at the half, David Basil will take you on a bit of a history lesson to let you know how one man's passionate outburst changed the University of Arkansas sports forever. Plus, Christina Munoz will introduce you to the Arkansas PBS Student All-Star team.
Well, Salem's going to call another timeout. Or no, Bismarck's going to call the timeout.
And they just wanted to look at the formation, see what they were doing. They had 3 players back at the 10-yard line. I think they had the Keithleys back there. The 2 brothers were back there. We're going to play deep coverage and just try to knock this down and go to the locker room all tied at 20.
Put everybody back at about the 3-yard line and make sure nothing gets past you. It's been an entertaining game, and that's the other thing is a lot of people say, oh, offense is going to run the veer. It will be a running game, and it's going to be boring, but the Salem offense has been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, they've had just enough threat in the pass, and completed the pass, big pass. No, both these teams have been fun to watch. And the crowd's been really good. It's a good 3A crowd. Salem had the much longer drive, but they're here.
2nd down and 7. Taylor going to look to throw. Throws it downfield to Brink. Has 1 man to beat. Now has 3 guys coming. He dives for the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown. It was Caden Brink who took on 3 men, and he dove into the end zone, stretched it out for the touchdown.
Missed tackle is going to haunt Bismarck. Had a chance to tackle him about at the 10-yard line. Breaks that tackle. Let's see if he gets in the end zone. It's all about where that ball is.
I don't know if he stretched it out.
Does the ball cross the pylon? Is it inside the pylon?
I think he stretched it out after he was already out of bounds. So now they're going to review this.
Yeah, this is going to be very crucial. Here's a good look. Where's the ball?
But if there's video,
it's got to be clear.
You've got to have clear video evidence.
Here's a good look. We've got a different angle right there. Where's the pylon? Couldn't see the pylon. The players crashed into it. NFL, college, you got those pylon cameras. You got a camera at the goal line. Unfortunately, we don't have that. And if you don't have that angle that shows you that he was not inside that pylon, you can't change this call.
Well, we got you a telestrator this year, so maybe next year we can get you some pylon cams.
I want to keep seeing some angles. That's what this is a huge call. I mean, so crucial. You can see where the pylon is. I can roll this angle right here I'm looking at. That is a great angle. Pylon's still up, but here's what they're looking at.
Yeah, this is what the officials are looking at in the replay booth. So it looks like they've got 4 angles that they're looking at on this.
He's not out. He didn't step out of bounds there. But where is that ball? I can't tell you for sure it's inside the pylon or outside the pylon. Here's a little split version of it. This may be your best chance. We need that left camera angle to pan over so we can see better where he is. Wow. I don't think he can overturn it. He may have gotten it across right there.
It's just you don't have anything down the goal line to be able to see definitively where he's at. The call on the field was a touchdown.
After review, call on the field stands. Touchdown.
They're going to call it a touchdown. Great job by Caden Brink to take on 3 Bismarck players to get in the end zone.
Huge play.
And think about this, Wes. It's huge for them because, as we talked about, coming out of halftime, you know, you're going to have a lead going into halftime now. That's a big move for Salem, but they're going to go for 2 now. Taylor, they're going to go with the reverse. They bring it back left side. He's going to dive for the pylon.
A lot of action at that pylon.
And they're going to call it good. The 2-point conversion's good. As we go to the halftime locker room. Are they going to call replay?
No need to. That's good. Good call.
So the officials are still on the field. That's the only reason I'm asking. And let's go down to Sierra Clark.
Coach Watson, Caden Brink was able to dodge 3 Bismarck defenders and score a touchdown. How important was the momentum going into the second half?
You don't get better momentum than that going into halftime. That's what he's done for us all year. It's just a big-time play by a big-time player.
And how do you stop Bismarck rushing attack? They're also a strong rushing team like you guys.
We got to get the calls on the field. You know, for 14 weeks, they've been able to hear me because I'm loud. Tonight, they can't hear me. So it's an adjustment of having to play in a place like this, in an environment like this. I'm pretty confident our guys are going to figure it out this second half.
And, Coach, you've been absolutely electric on the sidelines. Where's that emotion coming off from?
I just want to see these kids win the dang game, man. I want Salem to get this championship right here and these boys to get it more than anything.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Sierra, as that was head coach Josh Watson for the Salem Greyhounds. As they go to the halftime locker room, they lead it 28-20. We'll stick around. We've got a great halftime show for you as we're going to head it back to the studio. David Basil, Christina Munoz standing by as the Salem Greyhounds. They lead it 28-20 over Bismarck as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Everybody, David Basil here. It's halftime at War Memorial. That means we are back here at Arkansas PBS Studios to share with you a little bit of what we've been working on. In a few minutes, Christina Munoz will introduce you to some all-stars both on the field and in the classroom. We're going to check in on a hot spot in Arkansas football, and we're going to learn a little bit about some Arkansas sports history. But first, starting from scratch can be a struggle, but teamwork makes the dream work. Salem Springs began this year with their first practice ever for their Special Olympics Unified Cheer Team and took that collaboration all the way to the state finals. Take a look.
Being a cheerleader requires you to how to raise your voice and be as loud as you want.
First year is always the most important year. You know, it's good. You got to get everybody's feet wet.
Okay, let's go to our jumps for a minute. Okay, go to jumps.
I always want to be on Dancing with the Stars, so I really want to get some unified teams going in our community because cheer has always been kind of a big thing in Salem Springs.
Well, a unified team is Special Olympic partners and peer partners, and they work together to build the routine and compete.
Being a base for a cheer, for the shoulder sit, yeah, it's like I'm base and like I'm on my rooftop ladder and someone's on my roof. It's really cool though.
So there's dance, there's tumbling, there's the cheering aspect, there's the stunting. I feel like our cheerleaders sometimes work the hardest because there are so many components to it and they all have to be synchronized and they all have to work together and put out a flawless routine.
Do you like the practices? You like how challenging they can be? You think it could be the lifting or the tumbling? What do you think? Both. Tell them. Both.
And from the first practice to state, every single one of them just took ownership of it, and it was like how sports bring people together. That's exactly what cheer has done in our school.
3, 4, get up!
You know, the kids were so nervous because they had never competed before like that. I mean, I knew that they were good and I knew that they had a good routine, but I just didn't know what the scoring would be like.
But there wasn't anything that we were expecting, getting out in front of everyone and doing our routine and what we practiced.
We didn't really know what to expect going in, and they rocked it.
We won the state competition in Benton, Arkansas, and took home the gold.
They had the skills, but they also had the drive to be successful, and they all worked together as a team.
And it was like our first year, and so like we proved to a bunch of people that you can do something in a short amount of time.
This team, this high school team, had the overall highest score out of the entire competition, and I think that's what shocked us all the most.
And watching them win together was incredible. And now it's like, okay, we got to win again. Like we can't stop now. Now we got to defend it.
1, 2, 3, 4, and here we go!
It's hard to win if you don't practice, and chance of winning are low. That's why we practice. Otherwise, you will be at the competition underprepared.
What I feel like makes practice the most important is that's where the relationships are built, and that's where the trust is built.
It's always important to hang out with the peers that I'm working with. And like Hallie, she's always one of my friends that I always hang out with. She's one of my friends, and I always love her.
Oh, I love you too. The relationships that we made outweigh any medal that they'll ever win. I mean, don't get me wrong, those gold medals are precious, but I think just the idea of inclusion in the team brought all these kids together from different backgrounds, from different grades. They are so welcoming, they are so loving, and it's just incredible to watch how they have been impacted by this experience.
And to see those friendships and to see that joy on their face, that's what makes it worth it.
Salem Springs will be hosting their own Special Olympics cheer competition on February 27th, 2025. We wish all the teams the best of luck. Now, let's turn to the student athlete with the emphasis on the student part. Christina, what do you got for us?
Thanks, David. We reached out to schools all over the state looking for athletes who not only excel on the field, but in the classroom too. Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars class of 2024. We're going to start with our 8-man honoree, Hunter May. Hunter is a senior linebacker and tight end for the Midland High School Mustangs. He has a 3.7 grade point average. Following high school, he plans to go into the Army. Out of 2A, let's meet Jaron Thomas. Jaron is a senior quarterback for the Conway Christian High School Eagles. He maintains a 3.2 grade point average, and following high school, he plans to attend college. Moving on to 3A, here's David McCamey with the Charleston Tigers. This senior offensive and defensive lineman boasts a 3.4 GPA. After high school, he wants to attend college and teach and coach. Our 4A All-Star this year is Creed Vega. Creed is a junior quarterback, running back, and linebacker for the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. He has a 4.0 grade point average. Following high school, Creed plans to play college football and coach football as well. Coming around to 5A, we have Maddox Hampton of the Nettleton High School Raiders. Maddox is a senior quarterback and has a 3.85 grade point average. After high school, he plans to attend college at UA Rich Mountain to play baseball. The 6A representative this season is Magnus Golden. This senior defensive end and fullback for the Russellville High School Cyclones maintains a 3.8 grade point average. Magnus plans to go to college and play football while earning a degree in engineering. And finally, we wrap up with our 7A All-Star, Rhett Tidwell. Rhett is the senior linebacker for the Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. He has a 3.8 grade point average. After high school, he plans to attend college and major in business. Congratulations to all of this year's honorees. Way to go. You know, we may see some of these faces again in April here on Arkansas PBS for Quiz Bowl. Now, if you haven't seen Quiz Bowl, you'll want to make a note to watch this year. Some of the smartest high school students in the state meet up right here in this studio and square off, not only for bragging rights, but for some pretty big checks too. And it is all live right here on Arkansas PBS. Now let's throw it back to Baz for a look at another hot spot for Arkansas football.
Thanks, Christina. You know, they say big things come in small packages. And in the town of Searcy, there is one school proving that to be even more true. The Harding Bisons, a small school breaking NCAA records and making national headlines with their very unique brand of bison ball.
You know, there's some things that I think, you know, should be told. We've got a special group, and but it's hard to win. You know, the path certainly seems easier once you've been there, I can tell you that.
You know, we got a fantastic coaching staff here. You know, and everybody in America talks about culture and brotherhood and family. It's something that we refine on a daily basis.
I think the success came from the guys buying into the culture, and that in turn reflected into the way we played, because at the end of the day, it's about the guys out there in the uniform.
That's the biggest game I've played in my life. I've never played for something that important. You know, we're playing for more than just us. We're playing for the Searcy community. They're all pulling for us, they're rooting for us, and we want to make them proud.
Wishbone was invented by, it was Emory Ballard at Texas A&M, and taking those wishbone backs and putting them up there in slots is what the difference is between wishbone and flexbone, where you motion them and can put them in routes and stuff.
The flexbone is 11 guys committed to executing their specific detail every single play. If one guy is off, then the play won't work. And so it's really a reflection of how everybody has to do their job every single play.
And, you know, there's a lot of things about this offense that make it a home run success for us. But probably the biggest thing, you know, it is a perfect fit for who we want to be in our culture. When Coach Huck made this decision, you know, he sought out the best, and Coach Wheaton is widely recognized as one of the best, if not the best, option mind in the country.
Coach Huck reached out to me in 2010, and he said, "Hey, we want to bring you in and install the offense, and we think it would fit our kids." And you know, he was right.
A couple of months later, he reached out and said, after watching your practice and being around your young men and tasting that culture, I'd love to come coach with you guys. Wow, it's amazing. The Godfather, you know, wants to come be with us. But at the time, we didn't have a spot available. We didn't have a salary available. And Coach Wheaton said, "It's okay. You know, I'll come work for free."
He definitely is a big deal, but you wouldn't know it just talking to him. One thing I really appreciate about Coach Wheaton is just the way he holds us accountable. If you have something you need to get better at, he will tell you straight up, and he won't sugarcoat it, but he won't do it in a way that's demeaning either. And that makes you want to play harder for him because he expects a lot of you. but it's a good thing. It's about much more than just being a football player here.
You know, we always talk about unity. We only talk about stuff that unites us. We don't talk about stuff that divides us. We don't want it in the locker room. We don't want it out here on the practice field. You know, when you have guys that buy into that, I mean, it's special.
The success that we have received is a product of young men loving one another, being selfless, and working like crazy to honor God.
No kids are more deserving than our kids. You know, I'm very excited for this program, mainly because, you know, people know who we are now.
Good things are definitely brewing in Searcy. Now let's take a look at a bit of Arkansas sports history. In the early 1900s, the University of Arkansas athletic program was still finding its identity. That all changed when a young coach named Hugo Bezdek arrived on campus, bringing with him a fierce competitive spirit that would transform Arkansas sports forever. Check out this story of how one man's passionate outburst gave birth to the legendary Arkansas Razorbacks.
The University of Arkansas hasn't always been the Razorbacks. Hugo Bezdek, his association with what would change our mascot.
That one significant moment will always be part of the history of the university. Hugo Bezdek, he immigrated from Bohemia. He and his parents moved to Pennsylvania and then later to Chicago, where he literally fell in love with American sports.
Had been mentored by his coach Amos Alonzo Stagg at the University of Chicago.
Looking for something to do, and American sports really filled that void in his life.
Hugo Bezdek was selected really as the first paid coach, full-time coach here at the University of Arkansas. And
he arrived in 1908, so he became the coach, which means he coached whatever they were playing. You know, they were the Cardinals, and the Cardinals, not the birds, but the color. In those days, it was football in the fall and baseball in the spring. He was equally prepared to coach both, had successful careers in both sports. It's very likely that his baseball players were more fundamentally sound than his football players because, you know, baseball was kind of the town sport in those days. He did produce great baseball teams.
There was a lot of success heralded on the football field, obviously. His teams were light, quick, and furious. They were swarming. It was a very disciplined team, and their style of play was very successful with an undefeated season in 1909 and really helped define a style of football that wasn't seen predominantly around the country at that time.
I think his wins and losses and his accomplishments as a coach are all secondary to the fact that he was in the right place at the right time to form a new image for the state.
That in 1909, when the University of Arkansas traveled to Memphis via train to play the mythical championship of the South, and Coach Bezdek led Arkansas to a shutout victory, and they returned to the train station and the train depot on Dixon Street.
So when they arrived, everyone knew what the score was, and old Hugo stepped down off the train and
spoke to the crowd. He proclaimed that his team played like a wild band of Razorbacks.
Everybody thought, well, that's better than being a Cardinal.
And then in 1910, the University of Arkansas student body officially voted to change the name from Cardinals to Razorbacks.
It's not true that Bezdek invented the name. They'd been called the Razorbacks prior to that.
But it certainly wasn't embraced.
And so the name was more derogatory. Arkansans were looked upon by their opponents as a bunch of rural, hillbilly, non-competitive guys.
But I think what people quickly realized in this state is the Razorback represented the attributes of Arkansans. Is fierce, is tireless, and is very passionate. I think they really identify with the attributes of a Razorback, of the Hogs, and having to work harder and having that success. So I think when you look at an animal and you look at a mascot that represents the spirit of Arkansas, I think the Razorback is a perfect fit.
He was the first person to give that name significance. I think that's a very important part of his legacy. Setting us up for this competitive nature that goes far beyond what we might expect.
And not just in athletics, that stems across the academic institution, campus community. Hugo Bezdek's perhaps biggest contribution to the University of Arkansas was the adoption of the Razorbacks and a whole sense of pride for this state and for this university.
You know, Christina, From that memorable day in 1909, the Razorback has stood as a symbol of Arkansas pride and determination.
Absolutely. You know, that is one of the things I love about sports on Arkansas PBS. We get our dose of sports, of course, but we learn along the way. That is a great history lesson.
Right. And the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars, that is one list you want to be on. Well, that's it for us on the halftime show.
Now let's get you back to War Memorial Stadium for the second half, right here on your home for the high school football state finals, Arkansas PBS.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Well, we are wrapping up halftime as Salem right now, they lead 28-20 over Bismarck. Wes Moore, I'm RJ Hawks. Sierra Clark down on the sidelines for this one, and it's been an exciting first half. Let's take a look at those stats from the first half as Wes, about as even as you can make it between these two teams.
Yeah, Salem jumped ahead on the scoreboard, and they also jumped ahead on the total yards because of that last possession. They had a big 20-yard run from Dylan Gaskins, and 2 plays later, Caden Brink goes 37 yards from Jackson Taylor to get the score. You look at the quarterbacks, Jackson Taylor 3 for 3 for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Ben Keithley 10 of 15, 106 yards. And he's also rushed for a couple of touchdowns on the ground. The quarterbacks played well in the first half.
Well, Bismarck starting to make their way back out onto the playing surface. Let's take a look at those first half highlights. There was a lot there in the first half, Wes.
Well, back and forth we went. Nobody could stop either offense. The offense just kept going one at a time, making plays. This sets up a Jackson Taylor 1-yard run. Big play on the first drive for Salem. There's that touchdown run, 6-0. Bismarck comes right back. They get a big pass play. Keithley goes down the field, and that sets up a 1-yard touchdown run from Ben Keithley, and it's 6-6 after the extra point was no good. Salem, second possession, they get in. Jackson Taylor, 2-yard run, 12-6. Later on, Salem does it again. Caden Brink with a 17-yard run. And then Johnny Diaz, 23 yards up the middle. That ties it up at 20. And then right before the end of the half, looked like Salem was going nowhere. The Bismarck defense got a big stop, but a huge play as Caden Brink goes 37 yards and scores to make it 28-20.
Well, let's go down the sidelines where Sierra Clark has got DJ Keithley.
Team has given up 160 yards on the ground. What's the key to stopping the Salem defense or rushing attack?
Well, the biggest thing is our D-line's got to quit running upfield. We're not getting our hands on O-linemen. They're getting to our linebackers, so we got to play assignment football like we've talked about all week. We got to get hands on those D-linemen, and allow our linebackers to start playing free. But the biggest thing is we can't let the moment be too big for us. We got to come out here and just take care of what we've been coached to do up to this point.
And this has been a back and forth game. What did you say in the locker room to your team about being resilient and still being able to be in this game?
Well, we've just talked about all the hard work we've put into this point. We're doing what you're supposed to do. Just the grit that we've played up to this point. Now we're playing another team that's got that same kind of grit. So we've got to come out here and we got to want it. We've been a second half team up to this point, and it's going to have to happen again today.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Sierra. As that was DJ Keithley, the head football coach for Bismarck. Wes, you and I were talking about it just a minute ago. That last drive for Salem only took 28 seconds to get down the field and score.
Had 2 big plays. Yeah. They had the big run on first down from Dylan Gaskins, picked up 20 yards, and then all of a sudden that let them think, hey, we could do something here. We just got a 20-yard chunk and put them in position. They threw a little 4-yard pass, stopped the clock a couple of times. Defense stopped the clock. Final play of the game, or final play of the half, turned out to be a huge play to give Salem the lead at the half.
Well, we said it multiple times that the team that gets stopped is going to have a good path to get to a win on this one, but I mean, we're still going in the same rhythm as what we started the ball game with, because now Bismarck, after the Salem score, they're going to get the football back and try to go down and tie this ball game.
Yeah, each defense has one stop. And so they're tied in stops, and Bismarck is the next one to get the ball, so they get a chance to go down, score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, or kick the extra point, and narrow this 8-point deficit. But this could be a game. Who has it last? Who has the ball last?
Well, it's the final half of high school football in the state of Arkansas. Glad to have you along wherever you may be across the state of Arkansas, as we've got a good one, and we will see how the conclusion of this ball game wraps up, as Salem's going to tee things up from the 40-yard line, and Cade Keithley is going to stand back and await the kick.
See if we don't get another little onside kick.
Sanderson's going to put a foot into it. It'll be a short kick that went over Keithley's head. They go all the way back to the 9. Keithley's going the wrong way. Got pulled into the end zone, and his forward progress is going to take him out to the 1-yard line.
We've had several good bounces. That was a terrible bounce. That one hit, ricocheted hard off the turf, went over his head. So just had to, you just got to make the best out of a bad situation.
So now Bismarck's got to go 99 yards to try to tie the ball game. And now we've got whistles and a timeout charge to Salem.
They may be wanting to look at this and talk about, hey, could this have been a safety? I was pretty, from here, naked eye, I thought he was fine. He was out of the end zone, and you nailed it. He got pulled into the end zone.
I was wondering, so it went down to the 9, so he had to go get it. There's the, I think the only thing that one of the coaches may say is that he got pulled in, but then he got away, but he really never did.
Salem is challenging the spot of the end of the run. Timeout.
Yeah, so they're going to challenge this play, and I mean, it's probably worth a challenge if you're Salem, because it happens. It's a scoring play essentially, but I think the fact that they still had his shirt and they never let him go, that's why it got brought out to the 1-yard line. So we will.
I'm afraid we're going to have the same issue, because we don't have a down the line angle at this to see exactly where he is. He's running backwards here. He's hit. He's pulled backwards from a different angle. It looked like he was outside the end zone. From that angle, it looked like he was in the end zone. This will probably be our best look.
Ruling on the end of the kick at the 1-yard line has been upheld. First down, Bismarck.
I think they got it right. Yeah. He was right around the 1-yard line when he was hit and knocked backwards and pulled into the end zone.
So it's a first down and 10 from the 1-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter of play. 99 yards is what Bismarck needs to get in the end zone.
Salem needs 1.5 yards to get 2 points.
You're kind of like a half-glass full type of guy, right? Whenever
well, they didn't get their safety there, but that's what they're thinking right now. Let's get a little penetration. Right. We'll get that too.
So here's a batted ball into the end zone. And is the safety going to come, or did the ball hit the turf? Now they're going to say they got out to the 1.
Wow, that was close. That was even closer. I thought from up here it was a safety. That ball was, and it was dangerous. I mean, that could have been a touchdown.
Been a touchdown.
If it's Salem that picks that batted ball off, I don't think any of their players saw the ball. They didn't know where it was, couldn't find it.
There's a lot going on in this end zone. There's a lot going on in this end zone.
Look at the replay. Man, what a great play. Got cut block, gets up, gets a hand up.
Here's a run play by Keithley as he'll give him some breathing room all the way out to the 9-yard line. That time it was Ryan Daly who came up to make the stop. Got 8 yards on that play.
Keithley ran with a little fire that time. Hit about the 5-yard line, kept his legs moving, picked up another 4 yards.
So 3rd down and 2 from the 9.
Yeah, first things first, they got to get a first down here. They need to find a way to get 2 yards.
Keithley gonna hand it off to his brother Cade Keithley, and he's going to be right at the sticks.
That was a hard run, too. He's coming off the field. Looks like his little dinger on his shoulder.
He got enough for a first down, so it's a fresh set at the 11.
Yeah, they marked that at the 11. They started on the 1. Look at that. Just lowers his head, picks up the first down. Close.
Two receivers to both sides of the formation. As Keithley gonna hand it off straight ahead for about a yard gain. It was Caden Costner that time on the stop after the 1 yard gain.
Diaz was grabbing his face mask. Like, did you guys miss that? Did y'all not see that?
So 2nd down and 9 from the 12. Ben Keithley has a running back set to his right. Now going to look to throw. Boy, dangerous pass right there. That time trying to hook up with his wide receiver. That is Lincoln Jones. So now you've got a 3rd down and 9.
There's Cade coming back in, so that's a good sign for Bismarck. Missed 2 plays.
So 3rd down and 9. Clock stopped at 9:37. Keithley going to roll the pocket now, coming back right side. Did he catch it?
What a catch.
He did. That time hooking up with his wide receiver. That was Brody Allen. And it's enough for a first down. That is a tough catch right there, Wes.
Yeah, that was a big time play. Just ran a little out, had the cornerback draped all over him. Goes down low, gets the catch. And that was a good throw, right over the linebacker too. Threw it where only his receiver could catch it. Well defended. Just a good offensive play.
1st and 10. Keithley going to keep it himself. Gets past one man, picks up the first down and goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
They've ran that play several times, but Keithley always hands it off. That's the first time he pulled it. He saw the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets outside. That was a big chunk play. Good plays back-to-back for Bismarck. I mean, they've already picked up 39 yards on this drive.
Ball sits at the 40-yard line. 3 wide, go to the left side. 2 to the near side. Keithley's going to look to throw. Goes with a short pass to Cade Keithley. He's got one man to beat. Gets around him. He's going to run, and he'll make it to the end zone, but hold everything as there's a flag down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's a block in the back. That's coming back. And it happened right in front of the official. He just dropped his flag, and one came in from the sideline.
During the run, illegal block in the back on the offense. A 10-yard penalty is assessed from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
That is the second play that's been called, second touchdown that's been called back for Bismarck tonight.
Yeah, the first was the inadvertent whistle. This one they got right. It was a obvious block in the back right there. Well, we're not showing that replay. Sorry, I'm looking at the replay monitor we have for us up here.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 1 from the 49.
There's the block right there, right in the middle of your screen.
Going to throw it right side. It's in and out of the hands of Joey Porter. So now you've got a 2nd down and 1 from the 49. Bismarck's going to send 2 receivers to each side of the formation. And just throw it short. Puts it in the hands of Hughes, and Hughes will take it to the 50. That's Preston Hughes. He'll have enough for a first down as they get it into Salem territory to the 49. On the tackle that time, we've got Thweet.
Needed 1, got 2. moves the chains.
So fresh set of downs.
Tight game like this, it's just some little things, you know. It's a block in the back, costs them a touchdown. It's a missed tackle at the 15-yard line, and that's the difference in the ball game.
Here's Keithley going to look to throw, and that one came out of his hand a little weird, trying to hook up with Ethan Hughes. He had him wide open on that left side, but it just came out of his hand when he threw it wrong.
Yeah, it almost looked like it was tipped, but none of the officials were giving that motion like the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. I think you're right, just came out wrong.
So 2nd down and 10. In motion is Preston Hughes. They faked the handoff to him, and Keithley kept it himself and was able to get about 2 yards on the play. Keegan Sanderson right there to make the stop.
I'm just about to say, Keegan Sanderson played that so well. He played them both. He was going with the receiver coming in motion in case they handed it off, and he stopped, and he was fast enough to chase down Keithley.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 8 with the ball at the 47-yard line in Salem territory. On the day, Bismarck. They are 4 of 6 on 3rd down. Here's Keithley running with it straight ahead. He's going to be short of the 1st down as he takes it inside the 45 down to the 43. Lessenring was there to make the stop, and now you've got a 4th down and 4.
Yeah, that play call tells me they had already made up in their mind they were going to go for it on 4th down. They had 2 plays to try to pick up 8-9 yards. Got half of it there. Now just need to get the other half.
Well, on 4th down today, they're 1 of 2. 4 wide in the formation. Keithley going to keep it, and he's going to be slung down in the backfield. Coming up with the sack, it was Thweet.
Just an awesome play, athletic play. Comes in off the edge, unblocked. He jumped on the quarterback before he could throw it.
So it's a turnover on downs, and Salem is going to have the ball at the 48-yard line.
There's your stop. But you look back to it, getting the ball at the 1-yard line. They'd started several possessions around the 40. You know, they picked up 50 yards. Well, if they'd have started it around midfield, they'd have been inside the red zone.
That's right.
Just bad bounce.
Here's a handoff straight ahead, and this time in the hands of Brink. And Brink just kept those legs moving out to the 45-yard line in Bismarck territory.
With that Salem offensive line does a great job of getting in behind the running back and pushing the pile. That's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that tonight. When they finish their block, they come help out their running back.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 3 with the ball at the 45.
Blake Smith pushing the pile. You also had Skylar Payne coming in, giving a good push.
Here's another handoff, and right there Bismarck was able to knock that one down. Skylar Payne on the run as Bladen Whitley was able to come in and make the stop. So now you've got a 3rd down and 2.
Quick hitter right there, but Bismarck was ready for it. Stood him up, stopped him. Short gain. They got to do it 2 more times.
Yeah, it's 4 down territory. If you're saying that, they really don't punt a whole lot anyways.
Have we seen a punt?
No. Here it is, as it's going to go right at the marker. That's Brink, and Brink's going to get enough for a 1st down. Got a yard passed out to the 41.
Brink made a great move. He made a guy miss. I thought they had gotten through the offensive line, was going to stop him for a loss. But he makes a fantastic move. Makes the guy miss right there. Jumps to the outside, jumps back, little jump cut. And then the push once again. Push helps him get that 1st down.
So it's 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Jackson Taylor, the quarterback, has 3 backs in the backfield and going to hand it to Brink. And Brink's got nowhere to go. going to lose about 3 yards on the play. Leading the charge that time, it was Lucas Chapman.
Chapman did a good spot from his end spot. Got some penetration, throws him for a 2-yard loss.
And backs the ball up to the 44-yard line.
This quarter is flying by. I mean, just 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Each team, this is just one possession for Bismarck, and Salem in the middle of their first possession.
On second down, they're going to hand it straight ahead. That time it went to Birmingham, and he got about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. That'll bring up a third down now for Salem.
I think Mal Stevenson was in on the tackle. We heard from Coach he's wanting to free up his linebackers so they can make a tackle, and that's exactly what happened there. Defensive line did a good job of holding up the offensive line, keeping them off the linebackers so they can make the tackle.
Officially a 2-yard gain, so now you've got a third down and 11. Taylor's going to look to throw, has a wide open man left side, and he'll be stopped well shy of the first down. And for Salem that time, making the reception, it was Birmingham. On the tackle, it was Cade Keithley.
Kind of stuck him out. He was wide open, but Keithley was there quickly, closed quickly, made the tackle, slung him to the ground, prevents him from picking up the first down. We got 4th and 5.
6-yard pickup as the ball spotted down at the 36-yard line. Both these two teams have stopped the offense one time. Well, actually, two for Salem, one for Bismarck.
They can even it up right here.
Gonna fake the handoff. Taylor rolls to his right, goes to the right side, has a man, that's Hollis. And Hollis is gonna get taken out of bounds after picking up the first down.
They outnumbered them out there. There was one defensive back and 2 players. And when the quarterback rolled, the player tried to jump the short route in case he threw it at the sticks to make the tackle and stop the first down, but he threw it over his head to the other receiver who was wide open.
Preston Hughes was there to make the stop. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. I tell you, Jackson Taylor doesn't throw it a lot, but when he does, so far 5 for 5 for 129 yards and a touchdown.
Can't get any better than that.
Here's a toss that goes right side. And he makes a man miss. And that was Lessenring who was able to take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Big back-to-back plays for Salem. They convert on 4th down, and then they throw it out to their running back. A little sweep. Boy, he is. Look at that shot. I bet he's 5'6", 5'7", 5'5".
Yeah,
I can't tell how big those linemen are, but I'll tell you what, little dude just made a big play. He is quick and shifty.
And he came into the game 109 carries for 845 yards this year. And he's really not run the ball a whole lot in this game. Here's a 2-point try. They're going to work it right side to Hollis. Going to try to make the edge. He's going to dive for the pylon. He's in for the 2-point conversion.
Third pylon that's been run over in this game.
Tell you, this end zone, there's something about it for Salem. And so with 3:02 left here in the third quarter, Salem extends their lead to 36-20. And you're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Will shine a light on your business with recognition on air and at major community events like Family Day. Plus, our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your company while making a meaningful impact on lifelong learning. Partner with Arkansas PBS to build a brighter future for our state.
First responders put their lives on the line for us every single day. And in uncertain times, we lean on these heroes to help restore stability. As a key component of a strong community, you will find stability at the core of Centennial Bank. Here, we believe in supporting those that help provide a safe and secure community for us to thrive in. Your financial safety and security should not be overlooked. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
At the new Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, we're dedicated to providing Arkansans with a brighter future they deserve.
Thanks to visiting UAMS Health, I'm able to do things physically that I never thought I'd be able to do again.
That last drive, 8 plays, 52 yards in 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Let's head down the sidelines and check in with Sierra Clark.
Yeah, Salem quarterback Jackson Taylor was the backup last year, and Coach Josh Watson told me that it was tough for him to sit on the bench and not play. So he really worked hard in the offseason, and it's really paying off now. And if you see him bursting out on some runs, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His sister Chloe Taylor was a multiple-time state champion at Salem, and last week Taylor had 147 total rushing yards, including 2 long runs of 60 and 39 yards. So he can definitely get it done on the ground and through the air.
Thank you, Sierra, as the onside kick is recovered by Bismarck. And so they'll have the ball at the 50-yard line. Well, the 49, excuse me. They're backing it up now. And so it's going to be at the 49-yard line to start this drive for Bismarck.
Drastically better field position than the last time when they started at their own 1. Now they only have 51 yards to go. It's pretty much close to a must score. You're down by 16 points. You got to get a touchdown and hope you can finally get a stop, get another stop on defense, go down and score. We know how Salem runs the ball and uses the clock. There aren't a whole lot of possessions left in this game for Bismarck, and being down 2 possessions, they got to get a score here.
Johnny Diaz takes it on a 1-yard run, brings up a 2nd down and 9. Gaskins was there for the stop.
There were 3 Salem players there for that stop. They were all over it.
So 3 wide come to the near side. Now we've got whistles and penalty flags.
Ball start, offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So after the false start, it's a 5-yard penalty to bring up 2nd down and 14 for Bismarck.
7 penalties, 42 yards for Bismarck.
Keithley going to look to throw. Going to pull it down and look to run. Gets around 1 defender and is able to get some good yardage as he takes it into Salem territory down to the 47.
Yeah, made something out of nothing there. Felt the pressure, escaped, was able to get outside. Gets it down to about the 47-yard line. Needs 6. And once again, they're in 4 down territory. They got 2 downs to get these 6 yards.
So 3rd down and 6 as there's 4 receivers in the formation. They'll fake the end around. Keithley keeps it himself, dives and gets inside the 40 for a 1st down to the 39.
He was close. That was close to busting it right up the middle. I have a feeling he scored on that same play several times this year. And the offensive line did a great job. And it was just a shoestring tackle. One of the defensive linemen leaps in there and just gets him. Yep, good play right there. That was Gatlin, Bronscombe.
So it's a 1st down and 10. Low snap. Keithley's going to do something with it. He has nowhere to go, and they're going to drop him for a loss as Ryan Daly came in to make the stop.
It's about an 11-yard loss. That is a just painful penalty on 1st down for Bismarck. Okay, did a great job of not getting a blindside block there. He just kind of steps in there and makes a little contact. Back in the day, somebody would have just gotten lit up. But these players have learned that sometimes because of a penalty flag that you can't do it, and they're doing a much better job of that.
So the ball's at the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 21. Keithley gonna run with it himself. Pyatt walks the sidelines, gets a nice lane inside the 20. Stayed in bounds all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I was just thinking they need a big play somehow. They got to come up with the big play, and it was the senior quarterback that delivered the huge play. He gets back that 11 yards he lost and some. Picks up the 1st down. Great job right there of not holding from the wide receiver. Did not step out of bounds. You said it, tightrope down the sidelines, takes it all the way to the 21. 16.
Down to 26 seconds left in the quarter. 4 wide. Keithley gonna look to throw. Pump fakes, has a man at the 9. That time hooking up with his wide receiver, Cade Keithley, also as the running back. And that should do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So as we end the 3rd, Salem leads at 36-20 over Bismarck as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
The magic of discovering new treasures is everywhere in the season premiere of Antiques Roadshow.
Really? Oh my goodness.
I think with these, you've really kind of hit it out of the park.
This one is not out of fashion. It's so well done and so over the top. Fancy French, just beautiful.
I guess I have my grandma's eye for things.
Don't miss the season premiere of Antiques Roadshow from Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art.
Coming soon to Arkansas PBS.
Attention sports enthusiasts, get ready to be amazed by Summerwood Sports Complex, the new state-of-the-art facility in Bryant. Our facility offers up to 4 courts spread across 2 spacious gyms, conveniently located off Interstate 30 in Bryant. Whether you're a team seeking tournament glory or an individual looking to elevate your skills, Summerwood Sports has got you covered. Discover more about our cutting-edge facility and check availability at summerwoodsports.com.
Many people will experience orthopedic or spine issues in their lifetime, and the pain that goes along with that can make you feel, well, like a shadow of yourself. At the new Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, we're dedicated to providing Arkansans with a brighter future they deserve.
Before my surgery, I was in excruciating pain, but thanks to UAMS Health, I'm now pain-free, and I'm planning my next big trip.
Choose UAMS Health for a better state of health.
Well, we enter the 4th quarter of play where Salem leads 36-20, and we've had some highlights, Wes, so far.
Well, we've got 8 touchdowns in this game so far. We've had some short touchdown runs. We've had some explosive plays from both teams. Salem and Bismarck going back and forth. Each possession, each team scored there in the first half for a long time. It was hard to get a defensive stop. It was 13-13, then 20-13, then 20-20, and Salem with the big touchdown run from Caleb Lysing, 36-20 right now. With Bismarck driving, needing a touchdown here.
Okay, we start the 4th quarter where they've got the ball at the 9-yard line. Keithley will take it straight ahead, and he'll get about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. And Wes, he's over 100 yards rushing so far here in the game.
Had 104 up to that moment, so give him 105. He's had a couple of tackles for loss. He's lost 16 yards, so he's actually gained about 121 yards, but he's lost 16. It's been a good night for Ben Keithley. He's 15-23 throwing it for 144 yards. Haven't had any interceptions in this game. Haven't had any fumbles lost.
Here's a 3rd down play. They throw it right side to his wide receiver, Preston Hughes, and he's in for the touchdown.
Hughes just kept fighting. Would not go down. Stretches the ball across the goal line. Backpedaled it towards the end zone. Falls across. They got to go for 2.
So the 2-point conversion.
They made it.
I think did they break a huddle with too many men?
Illegal substitution on Bismarck. 5-yard penalty, retry.
Penalties piling up for Bismarck as
they're counting though right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? They still got their hands up. Why is it illegal participation? What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And it looks like
mass substitution now. 4 coming off, 4 going in.
Here's the replay. Now the 2-point conversions underway. Keithley's going to throw the right side. They get it for the 2-point conversion. That time it was Joey Porter. Just making it a little bit harder on themselves by backing it up after the penalty. And so that takes the score now to 36-28. Salem now a 1-score lead.
Now for Bismarck, get a stop, get a start, give the offense a chance to tie this thing up. And if you're Salem, you know what to do. You just drive the length of the field, do what you do, run the ball, get first down after first down, take some time off this clock.
Well,
ideally, you go down, take about a 5, 6, 7 minute drive, go back up 2 possessions, and then there's like 4 minutes left in the game, and Bismarck has to score twice.
Well, if you're Bismarck, I mean, they've gotten Salem down to 4th down a couple times in this game. They've just got to find a way to close it out on defense. And, you know, when you get so used to the run, and then you've got a guy like Jackson Taylor that can throw it 5 for 5 on the day for 129.
And that last 4th down conversion was huge.
Here's the kickoff. It's a good kickoff that will go down to the 7-yard line. Bringing it up for Salem that time is Caden Hollis. And he'll take it out to the 26-yard line. Ethan Hughes that time came in to make the stop. You made the point a little bit ago, Wes. You know, when you get down these lower classifications, you got guys playing both ways. Kickoff, defense, offense, and imagine they sleep pretty good whenever they go home after a ball game.
Yeah, after Cade Keithley made that catch at the end of the 3rd quarter, he looked over the bench and tapped out. He tapped his helmet. He was going to come out of the game. Well, it was end of the quarter, so he didn't have to come out. But, you know, the Keithleys, a lot of these guys are playing both ways. And Salem, they'll wear you out on offense when you're on defense.
Here's a handoff that works left side, and there's a penalty flag down over at the 27-yard line. That was Lesenring who was running with the football that time, and we'll check out the penalty.
I guess you probably got a hold on the wide receiver out there.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist on the offense. Penalties half the distance to the goal.
Yep.
Replay first down.
Big penalty.
Yeah, there you go, Bismarck. You got a chance now. That's a big 15-yard penalty. Is going to push them all the way back inside their own 15-yard line. Here's a look at the replay. That chop block, he fell down. He just fell down. He was trying to get outside to block, and I think his own lineman may have, you know, thrown him off balance, but he lost his balance and went down low, and it caused the defensive player to fall to the ground.
So it's now a 1st down and 23. It's the 5th penalty for Salem for 47 yards. Here's a running play straight up the middle, and that is Taylor. Taylor got a good chunk that time as he takes it out to the 22. On the stop, it was Whitley.
Yeah, both these teams, they get a little bit behind the chains. They get a little problems. What do? They turn to their quarterbacks. Quarterbacks have been able to bail them out. I want some numbers on Lesenring. I'm looking at him in the huddle, standing next to 22 and 32. You can't even see him right there on this angle. He's covered up. There he is.
He's like Mighty Mouse.
The dude can play.
Yeah, he can. 2nd down and 14. Here's Taylor again, running the football. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line, or the 35-yard line.
Just power. I mean, that 2 offensive linemen pulling. He follows them in the hole. Both the linemen pick up good blocks, cuts off the blocks, puts his head down and runs.
We're going to officially mark him down at the 34, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
And he's picked up 23 yards in his last 2 carries. His first and 23.
Yeah, he's got officially 21 yards on this drive. 3rd down and 2. Gonna run it again. Straight ahead, got the 1st down.
Hey, it's working, right? Why call anything else?
He takes it out to the 38-yard line. It's a fresh set of downs for Salem.
Don't have to worry about fumbling in exchange. The ball's not changing hands. Snap it to the quarterback. Run in behind that big offensive line.
Yeah, Taylor's having a good night. 129 yards passing, and now 59 yards rushing.
Look at him huddling up, using the play clock.
First down and 10. Taylor's going to keep it himself again, and he'll take it out to the 40-yard line to pick up of 2 yards to bring up 2nd down.
Just different formation, different look, but pretty much the same play.
But once again, to your point, why risk handing it off, or throwing it when you got a quarterback like Jackson Taylor that can handle it?
Do have a really good running back, Caden Brink, letting him rest a little bit.
2nd down and 8. Taylor's going to keep it, and he'll be hit. He'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, the answer to my question, Eisenring, what's your guess? How tall you think he is?
I'm saying every bit of like 5'7".
We're way off.
He's 5'3".
5'3". Man, I like this kid. He's out there leading the way. He's wanting to block somebody.
Well, he's got a heart, doesn't he? I mean, he just leading the way, and now you've got a 3rd down and 9. Here's the inside handoff.
It was a double handoff.
And that
they
time,
went from not handing it off to anybody to handing it off twice.
That was Brink running the football, and he got good yards, but it's not enough for a 1st down as he comes. It's 4th down and 2. Salem 1 of 2 on 4th down today. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line. You keep it with Taylor right here?
I know I keep it on the ground.
Here's Taylor going to run it. He's going to get enough for a 1st down.
He's marked right at it. I thought it was actually a bad mark. I thought he got it easily, but they're coming in right at it. Yep, they gave him the 1st down.
So it's a fresh set of downs for Salem. Yeah, I agree with you. I think he had about a yard past the sticks. But either way, it's a 1st down for Salem. 3 backs in the backfield. Jackson Taylor going to keep it himself. And the drive right there is he got hit at the line of scrimmage, but kept driving inside the 50-yard line down to the 48.
They had him stop. I was thinking, well, you did your job on 1st down. You won 1st down. Here's a good look at the replay. They got him stopped right there, line of scrimmage. Maybe even losing a yard, but he keeps fighting and then gets a little help. That's all him.
2nd down and 6. Toss goes right side to Leisenring, and he'll be knocked down inside the 45 down to the 43. He'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Hands on hips, guys bending over. It's a tired Bismarck team right now. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, it is full 4 quarters. You're playing both ways. This defense now has been on the field a lot.
3rd down and 1. Going back with Leisenring. He'll cut it inside. Big yardage. As he gets past one man, he'll be taken down inside the 15.
The smallest guy on the field making the biggest plays.
They saved him for the end. Brink's done all the work throughout the first 3 quarters. They bring in Leisenring to run it here in the 4th.
You think about it. I just said how tired Bismarck is. You give it to a fresh guy that's quick, fast. Dude's hard to chase down.
They're going to mark him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets lost out there.
He does. Well, you know, when I said earlier, he's coming into this game, he had 109 carries for 845. Here's a toss sweep to him. He'll get to the edge, to the 10, 5, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. He'll be knocked out at the 4. No, is it going to be? Yeah, they're going to say the 4.
He's got 11 touchdowns on the season, 9 rushing, 2 receiving. About 4 yards away from making it very difficult for Bismarck.
Bismarck's just not had an answer to stop this offense.
Nope.
271 yards.
Yep, up to 271 yards rushing.
Here's Brink as he'll cut it inside and takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're probably fine with that. That keeps them, that runs off another 40 seconds. There's no hurry. Why would you be?
No, I mean,
you got a chance to go up 16.
Play
4
clock.
minutes left in the game.
Play clock's at 25. They ought to snap it with about 4:02 left here in the quarter. So 2nd down and goal from the 2. They give it back to Brink. And he's going to be stopped. They're still pushing. They're going to stop him at the 1. That was like one of those old rugby scrums where everybody's in there shoulder to shoulder and nobody's moving.
Yeah, they finally just had to blow it dead. There was no movement. There was nothing. I mean, Bismarck did a great job. They got in behind it and started pushing, and it was a stalemate. So that's when you got to blow that whistle. But that allows another 40 seconds to come off the clock.
8-minute drive going on right now for Salem.
And it's perfect. That's exactly what the coaching staff wanted. They want to score, but they want to chew up most of the quarter.
3rd down. Jackson Taylor, is he going to get in? No, they're going to say he's down at the 1. Or the half-yard line, really. And all that does, Wes, is brings up 4th down, but it just continues to eat the clock.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes now. We're under 3 minutes, I should say. They're a foot away.
Now, I will say, though, if you stop them here, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
huge.
It will be huge for Bismarck.
Yeah, they've started one possession on the 1-yard line already. They weren't able to score, but
down to 4 seconds, and Salem's going to call a timeout. Talk this one over. It's a 4th down and about a half a yard for Salem.
That's a tired-looking defense.
Well, you essentially get one stop.
And then most of them
but then
turn around
go
and
back on offense.
And play
right.
offense and drive 99 yards to try to tie this up. Not only score a touchdown, but get a 2-point conversion. Also, it can be done.
So really, we shouldn't say it's a tired defense. It's a tired team.
It's a tired team.
Yeah.
Man, these guys have given it all.
It's been a good football game, though. I mean, between both. I mean, both these two teams are excellent in what they do, but when you go on an 8-minute drive for Salem, I mean, that'll wear anybody down.
That's the makings of a state championship team, isn't it?
Yeah. So here we go.
I was going to say, you can get your live action photos from the game at myarpbs.org/photos. Grab free downloads, have prints made. These are great championship keepsakes. Check it out, myarpbs.org/photos.
this could be a Kodak moment if they get in here, because it's 4th down and 1 from the half-yard line. Jackson Taylor gonna toss it right side, walks in the end zone, touchdown, and that was Brink.
Loaded up in the middle and just tossed it out. Nobody home. Do you know who I think got the block?
Was that the little man?
I think he had the edge.
Leisenring, did he get the Brink?
No, he was there.
Well, Salem is on the brink of a state title, their first one in school history.
15 plays, 74 yards, over 8 minutes.
42-28. Gonna go for 2. And now it looks like Salem.
They get the timeout. Are they going to give him the timeout? Play clock went down.
Yeah, he got the timeout. So, you know, and there are some folks that I would imagine if you're a Bismarck fan, you almost say, why didn't you let them score, you know, on 3rd down to save some of that clock? But you'd still be down 2 scores at that point.
Well, they almost got that 4th down.
Yeah.
You know, if you get that 4th down stop, that's why you don't let them score.
That's right.
We hadn't had any turnovers, but crazy things happen in football.
Boy, I would say this has been the cleanest state championship game that we've had all weekend. I mean, there's been no fumbles, no interceptions. I mean, it's been a really fundamentally sound game between these two outside of the penalties.
And the offenses have been clicking in this game. And Bismarck's going to need their offense to click. When they get the ball back, they need to go down and score quickly, get an onside kick. That's their only chance now.
I want to say thank you to Troy Mitchell and his team. 22 years been doing stats for the state championships. And those guys, Randy Baker, Tyler Freeman, Ernie Higgs, Blake McAfee, and then Troy Mitchell himself doing all the stats for all the state championship games. They keep all the info flowing for us. Here's the 2-point conversion as we're going to roll right, try to throw it in the end zone. It's incomplete, but we've got a penalty flag down.
Holding. They're going to wave it off.
Penalties decline. Right, it's no good.
That is the first incomplete pass that Jackson Taylor has thrown today.
Did Taylor throw that?
Or was it? I believe it was Taylor. I thought he rolled out.
I thought he handed it off.
He did hand it off. Yeah, there it is. And so, well, it's 42-28. We'll take a timeout. 2:29 to play in this one. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships in Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
It's a stirring celebration with unforgettable music from the Tabernacle Choir and Orchestra at Temple Square.
We attain wholeness when we can bring joy and light into the world, which is the message of Hanukkah.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Willie Nelson is one of country music's greatest legends.
We had it all.
For his 90th birthday,
I'm crazy.
a star-studded lineup performed his greatest songs. A stunning once-in-a-lifetime performance.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration.
Tonight at 9:30.
You don't want to go anywhere after we're done here. Got a big show coming up. Stay tuned after the game for Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration. Chris Stapleton, Roseanne Cash, Cheryl Crow, George Strait, Miranda Lambert, and many others join Willie Nelson for a night of fun and great music. That's tonight. after the game.
Well, we will check in with Sierra here just after this kickoff, as right now Salem, they lead at 42-28 over Bismarck.
Probably want to kick this one deep. They've tried a couple of onside kicks and haven't recovered it, and it's given Bismarck some really good field position.
Here's the onside kick, takes a high hop, and Bismarck is going to recover it at the 49-yard line. Let's head down the sidelines, check in with Sierra Clark.
Before the game, Salem head coach Josh Watson told me that this team is jealous. And jealous of who, you might ask? The Salem girls basketball team, who has made several state championship appearances within the last 4 years. And Coach Watson told me, yeah, our guys are jealous of our girls basketball team because of the success that they've had. So they're inspired by this basketball team at Salem, and they've been working really hard to get to the state championship, and here they are on the brink of winning their first ever title in football.
Here's a reverse, and it's going to Keithley. He's got one man to beat. He got pulled down from behind after a big gain that time as he takes it down inside the 25 to the 23. It was Caden Hollis who was able to drag him down.
That's what we said. They got to score quickly. They need chunk plays, and they got a big chunk play on first down with the reverse.
So it's first down and 10 from the 23.
You see the lineman down there blocking it all the way downfield? That was Caleb Eads.
Ball's on the turf. Keithley's going to try to do something with it. He'll throw it left side. It's incomplete. Left side of the receiver, that is, and that was Joey Porter he tried to hook up with.
Looking at the blocking that was going on for Keithley. So that's a big person blocking way down the field. He gets up at 62, and I'm like, man, he just ran all the way down there.
So it
good block.
Stops the clock at 1:58. Second down and 10 from the 23. Keithley gonna roll, looking for a man, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage that time by Salem. It was Caden Hollis who knocked it away.
Yeah, Hollis used that free left hand to reach in front, knock it down. I think he did a good job of keeping his right hand off the receiver. Of course, the Bismarck fans were wanting some pass interference.
So now you've got a third down and 10. Keithley will look to throw. Throws it on a crosser, and his intended target, Joey Porter, couldn't come up with it. Now it's fourth down and 10.
Dude, that one just a little outside the receiver. That was a fastball. Made a good play on it, just couldn't quite bring it in.
So now it's fourth down and 10. 4 wide in the formation. Keithley gonna look. Throws it across the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. We do have a penalty flag down at the 11-yard line. That time we're trying to hook up with Brody Allen.
Salem's not celebrating yet. Bismarck staying out there.
Before the pass was thrown, holding on the defense. A 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Yardage results in a first down.
That is a big penalty, because it was a fourth down situation. So now that'll stick the ball inside the 15 and down at the 13-yard line. And it gives you a first down.
Still alive, still got a chance. They'll find a way to get this ball in the end zone. Down 14.
Keith will take the snap, looks to throw right side, and overthrows his intended target, trying to hook up with Joey Porter.
He needed one more second before he threw that. Pressure was coming, got rid of it. Don't want to take a sack there, though. Don't want to have to use a timeout. Bismarck does have all 3 of their timeouts.
Second down and 10. Going to get to the 3-yard line to pick up the first down. Here's a running play, straight up the middle, dives for the end zone, touchdown. That is Ben Keithley.
We saw that play earlier, and they've had success with it. And I said, I bet he scored on several of those plays a touchdown because he was so close. His little shoestring tackle that time gets the block, he lowers his shoulder, dives in, gets the score. Now a big 2-point conversion.
Keithley going to run with it. He has nowhere to go, got upended. And so the 2-point conversion's no good with 1:31 left here in the quarter. It's 42-34.
Still got a chance, got to get the onside kick. You do have all 3 of your timeouts in case the onside kick is not recovered. Salem would probably need to get a first down to run out the clock.
You said you wanted a quick drive if you're Bismarck. 6 plays, 51 yards, and 58 seconds.
I thought they might kick the extra point, but they've had some struggles with the extra points. Missed a couple tonight, but we've seen a couple of good ones. And so, what'd you say? He's made 80% of his extra points?
80%, yeah.
So,
and he's missed 2 tonight.
Look, you get 2 here. If you got 2, then it's a 6-point game, and score touchdowns tied up, and kick the extra point, and you win the game. So, see what they're thinking.
So between these 2 teams, you got one that throws it quite a bit. You got one that predominantly runs it. You've got 743 yards of total offense between these 2 offenses.
Yeah, 2 good offenses. We've seen them put up big numbers all season long.
So the onside kick is coming. Going to take a big hop, but we've got whistles. Only flag back from the head official.
Prior to the kick, illegal formation on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, free kick.
So it's going to be a re-kick as they're going to kick it from the 35 now.
Coach is talking with the officials. They want an explanation why that's illegal. He still hasn't been told. Coach is on the sideline with his hands outstretched, trying to talk to whoever will talk to him. Now he's getting an explanation.
So they're going to tee it back up to the 35. Here's the illegal formation.
I think maybe number 3 was coming in motion, and then they had too many guys on one side of the field.
Here's the onside kick. And it did not go the needed yardage, and so here's another penalty flag.
Illegal touching on the kicking team. The ball will be placed at the spot. First down. Salem.
Now you got all 3 of your timeouts. You're going to use those to keep Salem from getting a first down. Salem's the first down away from winning this thing.
Yeah. So the ball's going to be spotted down at the 39-yard line.
I don't think Bismarck has gotten a 3 or 4 and out all game long. They got to do it right here.
Here's Brink on the handoff. And he'll get big yards that time. 6 yards on the carry. And Bismarck will call a timeout.
Timeout. Bismarck.
See all those pulling linemen. Watch. There's one. Good, great push on that left side. 60 and 22. Hayden Costner, or Caden Costner. Cole Steeman getting a good push from that tight end position. It's pretty simple. He's telling them, guys, you're 4 yards away from winning a state championship.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're Bismarck, you got to find some way to get a stop at the line of scrimmage or behind it. If you get them into a really short yardage situation, they have been almost perfect on that tonight.
And they got to attack the ball. Cause a turnover, create something. Ball on, or hat on the ball, punch it out. You got to find a way to get that ball back to your offense.
It's 2nd down and 4 with the ball at the 33. Taylor's going to run it, and he got it to the line of scrimmage as Chapman. He was able to pull him from behind, and it brings up 3rd down.
There you go, RJ. That was what you just said they had to do. No gain on the play. They win that down.
So it stops the clock with 1:18 left. Well, I would imagine if you're Salem, you do something similar again with Jackson Taylor.
They've been very successful the last 2 drives with him running the ball. They stopped at that time. But they've got options. That's a good thing about this team. Got Caden Brink they can hand the ball off to, and don't forget our guy Leisenring. Because, they're bunching everything up the middle. They may want to attack the outside.
I'm looking down at the Salem huddle. Leisenring's on the outside. He can't see in. Hey, look at him right there. He's just having to listen because he can't see into the huddle. I do like Leisenring, though. Heck of a football player. Minute 18. It's 3rd down and 4. They're going to hand it off right side. Got the 1st down. That's Brink. He's still running on his feet inside the 10.
Brink gets it done for Salem. Yes, hand it to the running back that's rushed for over 1,400 yards this season. Came into the game with 1,366. That'll get him over 100 yards rushing for the game.
And the clock, Bismarck's not even going to stop the clock. They're going to let it roll. And
nothing they can do. They can only call timeout once, and they just prolonging it. They're gonna snap it, take a knee. They only had to snap it one more time. This is it.
Jackson Taylor, the quarterback, in the victory formation. He'll stick a knee down. Down to 25 seconds left.
They're Bismarck. They're just gassed.
Yeah.
They're bent over. They know it's over.
He'll take a knee, and that's going to do it. For the first time in school history, the Salem Greyhounds, they are your state champions of Class 3A. Your final score in this one, Salem 42, Bismarck 34. When we come back, we will have the trophy presentation. We'll have the MVP of this one. But the Greyhounds are state champions in the state of Arkansas. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
One snowman cake, present and correct.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
We have much to be grateful for.
Just what I wanted for Christmas.
I had hoped for the opportunity to dazzle.
Dazzle?
Good news indeed.
Many people will experience orthopedic or spine issues in their lifetime, and the pain that goes along with that can make you feel, well, like a shadow of yourself. At the new Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, we're dedicated to providing Arkansans with a brighter future they deserve.
Before my surgery, I was in excruciating pain, but thanks to UAMS Health, I'm now pain-free, and I'm planning my next big trip.
Choose UAMS Health for a better state of health.
I love it.
We're on the precipice of a great discovery.
I love it. Welcome.
Whoa, Nelly. Let's set this palace
On fire.
I love it.
Welcome to the News Hour.
What does it mean politically?
I love it.
Oh. Fasten your seatbelt.
I love it.
I love it.
Delighted to hear it. You make a good team.
First responders put their lives on the line for us every single day. And in uncertain times, we lean on these heroes to help restore stability. As a key component of a strong community, you will find stability at the core of Centennial Bank. Here, we believe in supporting those that help provide a safe and secure community for us to thrive in. Your financial safety and security should not be overlooked. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
It's prime time on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday starting at 1:30 following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, Nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British Favorites, Mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Attention sports enthusiasts, get ready to be amazed by Summerwood Sports Complex, the new state-of-the-art facility in Bryant. Our facility offers up to 4 courts spread across 2 spacious gyms, conveniently located off Interstate 30 in Bryant. Whether you're a team seeking tournament glory or an individual looking to elevate your skills, Summerwood Sports has got you covered. Discover more about our cutting-edge facility and check availability at summerwoodsports.com.
I love it.
We're on the precipice of a great discovery.
I love it.
Welcome.
Whoa, Nelly. Let's set this palace
On fire.
I love it.
Welcome to the News Hour.
What does it mean politically?
I love it.
Oh. Fasten your seatbelt.
I love it.
I love it.
Delighted to hear it. You make a good team.
Willie Nelson is one of country music's greatest legends. For his 90th birthday,
I'm crazy.
a star-studded lineup performed his greatest songs. A stunning once-in-a-lifetime performance.
I can't wait to get on the road together.
Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration.
Tonight at 9:30.
There they are, your Class 3H state champions, the Salem Greyhounds. As they hoist the trophy, final trophy given away in this 2 weekends of state championships. And they're getting the picture taken right now. And, you know, once again, just a great football game between Salem and with Bismarck. Let's go ahead and take a look at these stats for this ball game, as it was as tight as it could be. Passing yards, really, what, 20 some odd yard difference in the passing game, but it's the rushing game for Salem that did it for them.
Yeah, look at that, 303 yards rushing. Time of possession, almost 30 minutes of this game they have And I think they just wore down Bismarck. And, you know, with 3A football, a lot of these guys going both ways. That's a lot of time to be playing defense, tackling a guy, and then going back on offense. Salem did what they do. You know, they were running that veer. They were running the ball just enough of a passing threat. I thought their quarterback, Jackson Taylor, was outstanding. I think he finished the game 5 for 5, and he did. 5 for 5 on the night, 1 touchdown. That's a pretty good night for a quarterback. No incompletions. But Bismarck just comes up a little short.
Let's go ahead and take a look at those highlights from this one. There was a lot of them.
Yeah, the one highlight that's going to stick out for a lot of people for Bismarck is going to be the last play of the first half. You know, it looks like they're going to get them stopped, but the Greyhounds just get a short pass, turn it upfield, break a tackle, and they take the lead in the locker room after this first half. The highlights you're seeing, it's just going back and forth. Each team responding with big play after big play. We were tied at 20-20, then 28-20, and that's the big play right there at the end of the half, stretching it across the goal line. They take the lead in the locker room 28-20. They score the first touchdown in the second half to get a 2-possession lead. And Bismarck came back and scored a touchdown to get a 1-possession lead. Then he just couldn't ever get over the hump. And so the play of the game is the last play of the first half, in my opinion. That play was huge.
Yep, and there it is, the ice bath with head coach Josh Watson, and Sierra Clark is standing by down the field with the winning head coach, Josh Watson.
Coach Watson, before they handed you the trophy, I noticed that your eyes just started watering. Where does that emotion come from?
Man, it's hard to even come up with words. So proud of these boys for the hard work they put in, dealing with us coaches, just being on them nonstop. You know, just the grit these kids have and how they get after it and how they've stuck with it just to see them succeed and get to this point. It's just unbelievable. Couldn't be more proud for our coaches, for our school, for our community, and most importantly, these kids have just battled their butt off every single day. You know, a lot of people, every week, people are picking against us, you know, because we're 11-3. We lost to Atkins and Prescott and Newport, but we lost those teams early in the year when we scheduled those tough games and had them bam, 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 and it made us tough enough to get through this gauntlet we've just run. And I don't know if anybody's ever run that tough of a gauntlet in 3A football to win a state championship. And so that speaks volumes to these kids over here, the coaches, our administration. It just speaks volumes to how they've worked.
And I've got to ask, because before the game, you guys said that we're wearing shorts because the last time we wore pants, we lost. Well, you're wearing the shorts. Does that mean next year you guys are going to wear shorts for every game?
I'll probably throw my black pants away and never wear them again. But we're going to keep wearing shorts, and I look forward to fixing my hair tonight when I get home, getting rid of this grandpa haircut, and you know, just getting back to normal. But man, what a time, what a moment for these kids and our coaches.
Thank you so much. Go celebrate with your team, and congratulations.
Thank you, Sierra. That was head coach Josh Watson. He get rid of the grandpa haircut. That's what he had.
Well, we noticed a couple of mohawks. We had some painted hair. They had fun with their hairdos, and they had fun with their coach's hairdo, that's for sure. Celebrate their victory with the official championship gear. It's now available. Visit ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com to find the apparel, memorabilia commemorating this unforgettable season. That is ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com. Congratulations to Salem. Get your championship gear.
Well, before we go, we do this every year. I know we've got basketball coming up. We'll have baseball finals. But, man, the crew here at Arkansas PBS got it done once again over 2 weeks. We got camera guys that are all over the stadium. We've got producers. We got a whole truck full of folks downstairs. And once again, this couldn't happen without all the folks behind the scenes that were turning knobs and running cameras in a driving rainstorm earlier today. And so we want to say thank you to all those folks that helped put these on throughout the last 2 weekends. And so, hey, you know what, Wes? We wrap up one sport and we get ready to get ready for the basketball championships. And now let's go down to our MVP, who is standing by with our MVP, Jackson Taylor, on the field.
Jackson, last year you weren't the starter, and it was hard for you not to be playing all the time. Now you're the starter, and not only that, but you led your team to a state championship. Was it worth the wait?
It was definitely worth the wait. This is an amazing feeling. It was definitely worth it. Because I learned a lot last year just from sitting and watching. It was worth it. God's plan.
And what does it mean for this community, for your school, to make history win Salem's first ever state championship in football?
It's just a great moment that people will never forget. We'll never forget. We'll remember it for the rest of our lives because it's the first time anybody in Salem history has ever done it. It's just an amazing accomplishment, and we're just super excited and grateful for the opportunity that we got to play.
And you went 5 for 5 for 129 passing yards and a touchdown. What does that say about the relationship you have with your teammates as well?
We spent a lot of time working in the off season and summer, and we've spent a lot of time, and it was we've worked a lot, and it showed tonight.
Thank you, Jackson, and congratulations.
Thank you, Sierra. That's our MVP, Jackson Taylor, for this ball game as Salem wins it by a final score of 42-34.
Hey, you don't want to go anywhere. Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebrations coming up next. Chris Stapleton, Roseanne Cash, Cheryl Crow, George Strait, Miranda Lambert, many others join Willie Nelson for a night of fun and great music. That's coming up next, right after the game.
Well, I kind of got ahead of my skis a little bit, but so we've got basketball coming up, Wes, here in just a few months. And if you had a bunch of fun watching the football championships, well, starting March 13th, we're going to do it for basketball.
Today's December 14th, so we're just 3-4 months away. We'll be in Hot Springs doing these basketball games, watching celebration after celebration. It's always a fun 3 days.
Nothing like hearing "We Are the Champions" 12 times through Banco ZK Arena. So, hey, we have a good time. Want to say thanks to everybody, Sierra Clark down on the field, Tyler Cass, and everybody that's helped do this. For Westmore, I'm RJ Hawk. Your final in this one in the 3A championship game. It's 42-34. The Greyhounds over the Lions. You've been watching the Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.